The Heroes of Greyhawk is a game played by adults and recorded for an adult audience. Sometimes we use adult language and explore adult topics. Consider yourself warned.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Superior Adventures Guild. Jeff, great to see you. Thanks for the resub. So nice to have you all back here. Wiley, Animal 666, and the rest of you goofballs are back for more Greyhawk. And I've got a bunch of great, fun players that are hanging out too. Let me introduce you to my friends. Hello there, everybody. Welcome back.
Hey.
Hey. There they are. Look at them. Look at those smiles. Everybody's happy. Nobody's nervous. Except for Bleak. At least you got your eyelids back, Bleak. That was nice. Oh, just kidding.
No,
Wait, I'm nervous. Wait, where did your eyelids go?
They were
When you
lost.
get nervous, gonna play the whole game like that.
They were lost in the fire. You didn't hear about that?
What's wrong? Why are you so nervous? Why are you on edge? What's going on?
If you want to find out what happened to Bleak's eyelids, hop on over to our Discord and join it and hang out, and you might learn what happened to them or not. I don't know.
It's a mystery.
It's a good bit. It's a really good bit. Hey, we're back for more Heroes of Greyhawk. We've been playing this game for a while now. I think this is like episode 30 something. And you guys are crushing it. You guys have been doing all kinds of great investigative work. You're tracking down lost druids. It's wonderful. I can't wait to see what happens tonight as you enter the elven ruins beneath Shimmer Lake. But before we get to any of that, I would love to have you each introduce yourselves to the folks that are hanging out with us. Remind us who you are. If you got anything that you want to plug, please do. And tell us who you're playing tonight. Let's start with Andy tonight.
Hey, I'm first. What's up, everybody? My name is Andy, also known as Andy G3D here on Twitch and on Twitters and on some other places around the internet. Tonight, I will be reprising my role as Desmond Adelar, a third level human rogue, curse machine, picking up curses and arrows to the chest and having lots of fun running around Greyhawk.
That's awesome.
Hey, probably with another.
Hey,
curse,
Doc Shoulder.
right?
Thank you, Doc. Everybody has got an advantage already. Thank you so much. They are going to need them. They're going to need them. Andy, great to have you back. It was awesome to see you last week and hang out and get to spend some time with you in the hometown.
Yeah,
God, we had some good times. That was fun.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, well, let's jump over to Shelly. Hi, Shelly.
Hey, what's up?
Any new plants this week? What's going on in the jungle?
It looks
Welcome
denser.
to the jungle.
The jungle is resting this week.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, Hobbit Wiley.
Oh,
Hobbit
we
Wiley.
are close to a hype train. Da, 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 da. Thank you.
Coming in fast and furious. Thank you.
Yes, they are. Appreciate it, guys. Shelly, tell us what's
Shelly. You can find me on Twitter at RealFleaMonkey and FleaMonkey in the chats. Tonight I'm playing Nori, the Total Package Bibblespark.
Oh, yeah.
Who is jazzed AF
Shannon.
that we are finally on this island.
Fantasy Island, if you think about it.
Fantasy Island, the plains.
All a dream.
Imagine how much regretting you'll be doing later.
Nope.
Mm.
This is what I want to do. It's gonna be great. We'll be fine. I know I just got hurt, but it's fine.
Let loose. It's fine. You're not even cursed.
Right.
Yet.
It's
Not like
fine.
some of
Everything's
us.
fine.
Yeah, everything's fine. Hey, great to have you back, Shelly. Let's jump over to Ashley. Ashley, by the way, is now on Blue Sky.
I am. Hey, everybody, I'm Ashley, and I am Minnesota Muse on Blue Sky, and I'm Minnesota Muse on the Discord, and I'm Minnesota Muse 99 on Threads and Twitter, but
Threads.
maybe not for long. And I'm playing for you tonight, Xanthi, the golden changeling sorcerer, who just wants everybody to be happier than they've been, while we murder some lizard folk.
Seems
Put a smile on
totally
your face.
reasonable. Totally reasonable.
Murder is just a matter of point of view.
Good point of view. Speaking
They're
of
happy
points of
tears.
view and murderous intent, let's jump over to Bleak season. The
Oh, hi.
eyelidless wonder.
The eyelidless one. And the bleak season everywhere on Twitter, milk cartons, FBI wanted posters. And I do have eyelids, you just can't see them. But I am playing, as always, Lachlan Feldspar, the most electrifying dwarf ever to go underground on some crazy island he didn't want to go to in the first place. But, you know, got to watch. The mother hen's got to watch after the chicks. That's all I got to say. So we'll be going down to the hole, swinging that hammer, and bring in some thunder. Thunder!
The thunder from down under is
thunder
no
and
longer
down under.
right. It's no longer just a hypothetical. This is getting real. Bleak, tell us about what you have going on this week on Thursday, please.
On Thursday, we have part 2 of our 3-part Shadowrun game coming up. Andy will be back in the producer seat this week, so that's pretty exciting for me. That means the music cues will happen when they're supposed to happen, amongst other things. But we'll be having a great time with it. So join us on Thursday at 7 Central, 8 Eastern for part 2 of Shadowrun in the Blood.
Oh my
and
gosh.
Saturday, there's you got a thing Saturday.
That's right. On Saturday, we are going to be playing an Alien RPG one-shot at 11 o'clock. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Ashley, is that correct?
I think that sounds
Noon
right.
by time,
Yeah.
so
Thank
11
you.
CT,
Yeah, 11 o'clock Central on the Guild Superior channel. Got a bunch of fun folks that will be coming on the stream to play this game. I'm really excited. We had a little taste of it during Bleak's one-shot, the Mother one-shot, which was like a crossover. If you haven't seen that, please go check it out on our YouTube page. It's fantastic. But yeah, we are going to have a very good time. I've got Kay's coming. I've got Shiv. I've got Jeremy. I've got Hooli. And I've got Aria Galaxy. It's going to be a lot of fun. So
people are going to get eaten.
People are going to, their PCs are definitely going to die. I mean, let's just be honest with that. That's going to happen. There's no survival in
Spoiler
Alien.
alert.
Yeah. Don't tell them. I'm sure they know.
Kind of built into the.
Yeah, it is totally. Hey, you guys, thank you all for being here. My name is Dave, your humble dungeon master, and I'm just stoked to be able to play D&D with my friends. I think I have even a little, there we go. You can connect with me. I think I'm still on Twitter, guys. I don't know. Check it out, I guess.
So am I.
Yeah. Ugh, kind of feels dirty.
Arf.
I don't use it much. I'm just on there.
Yeah, that's what they all say. I don't really use it that much. You know what I mean? Hey, you guys, you know what we do like to use is our sponsors' content. You guys, we have an awesome sponsor. I'm looking for their, there it is. Boop. Nope, that wasn't it. There it is. Too many buttons. We're going to be giving away some of CZRPG's choice content. Sit in Alta, which we found out last week, is a fantastic 5th edition supplement that you can drop into your existing campaign. You can start a campaign with it. You can drop it in as an adventure, do it as a one-shot. It is a 19-page PDF, amazing artwork. It's got a bunch of lore for this location. It's essentially the city beneath the waves, an enchanting high fantasy realm concealed beneath the ocean surface. It looks really cool. I haven't played in that spot yet, but it's got new stat blocks, artwork, detailed encounters, battle maps by Jeremy from Mimic Maps. It's really epic. So if you want to get in on that action, all you have to do, my friends, is type !drawing, and we will give away a copy of that at the end of tonight's session. Everybody is welcome to participate in the giveaways. So if you've been sort of holding back in previous game sessions, please jump in and throw your hat in the ring to win that stuff. That's why we have sponsors, so we can give you guys cool stuff for free. And we really appreciate
probably
Christian's.
mermaids in that too. If you look at the picture, there's probably mermaids there.
Yeah, Ashley, you would love this setting. 100%.
What's not to love?
Exactly. So yeah, you guys, I'm going to also drop CZRPG's drive-through link so you can go check out their catalog. They've got a lot of great stuff. Let me clear my throat. Thank you. They got a lot of great stuff over there. Check it out and give them some love because they give us love, and it's totally consensual and it feels good. All right. That got weird. Hey, all right. Do we have any other announcements, you guys, that you can think of? Anyone? Shelly? We're going to have a t-shirt
No.
with Shelly's face on it coming out soon at the merch store. I think we still have a merch
Let's
store,
not
don't
make
we,
that
Andy?
an announcement yet.
For GuildCon.
It's a special GuildCon one-shot t-shirt. Ooh.
Afraid to do that now because it might get screen captured.
It's a
Whatever the kids are calling it.
yes. Anybody who wants a screen capture, please do. Also, we don't plug this very often, but we encourage you guys to clip stuff. I mean, Ashley clips like she's a clip professional. Like she works at Clips.
Clip.
Yep. And she has the hair to show for it too. So
Call her Ashley Scissorhands.
there is kind of a scissor theme over the last couple of episodes, I think.
Pale though.
Yeah.
I might be.
In the winter. Have you seen her in the wintertime? Oh my gosh. All right, you guys, let's do a recap of last week. What do you think? Should we actually do this? Sorry, Ashley.
Oh my gosh.
Good Lord. She's so pale.
God, that was awkward.
It's very awkward, you guys. I don't get
I'm
it.
really pale too.
Paler than rice on a white paper plate in the middle of a snowstorm.
In our last session, Desmond snuck out to Case Gromlin's warehouse, evading detection by the guards and eavesdropping in on conversations taking place inside. Des overheard the guards talking about his friends, making specific mention of Xanthi's golden-colored eyes, commenting on cargo of great value currently stored in the warehouse, and merchants from Greyhawk coming into town to recover the cargo. Desmond's B&E was cut short by a growl from above a guard dog that gave chase as Desmond attempted to flee with the well-timed sleep spell, which was pretty sweet. Hey, thanks for the hype train, you guys. Desmond managed to return to the cabin without further incident. I got really excited there for a minute. The next morning, the party set out to inspect the scene of the lumberman abduction, following Carl, the hunky blonde lumberjack, into the woods. That's like the beginning of a really hot movie, I think. Carl directed you to the job site where the blood stained the ground. You investigated the crew's smashed wagon. Xanthi discovered a familiar fleshy fungal growth covering the downed brush. Ugh. You're visited by Isaac Finley, a green jerkin ranger with a last name that starts with the letter F. He scoffed at the idea that his men were somehow involved in the abduction. Carl disagreed. He lurched forward, swinging his axe at the ranger who dodged the first attack. Carl prepared to launch a second attack. He was warned away by a volley of arrows hitting the ground, but that fell on deaf ears, and he swung his axe a third time and was met by a second volley of arrows that dropped him to the ground, perforated, much like Desmond often finds himself in the earlier sessions of this game. Lachlan raced forward to administer healing magic, sparing the blonde beefcake from certain death. You informed Isaac of your mission. You really spilled the beans on this one. You informed Isaac of your mission to find the druid Shiral. Lachlan pressed Isaac on his unwillingness to engage the Black Hand despite the Rangers' insistence that their mission was much larger than that of some petty crime syndicate. Nevertheless, Isaac showed you lizard folk tracks scattered about the clearing and suggested that you follow them to your missing lumberman. You revealed that you had been sent by Drew Ashstaff, and you were sadly informed by Isaac that Drew had succumbed to his fatal injuries during the attack on Hamlet only weeks before. The ranger mentioned stories that he'd heard of ghostly procession of ancient druids, something that you believe you'd witnessed at an abandoned, ruined tower in the gnarly forest. Perhaps Drew, Isaac mentioned, now walked amongst those ancient druids. Before saying farewell, Isaac provided you with a bit of lore about the ancient elven city, Velag-o-Ithil, the flooding of the wetlands, and the ancient alliance between the River King, Ilorian, and the lizard folk tribes. He revealed that the rangers had observed lizard folk with unnaturally glowing green eyes down by the lake, and figured that maybe they'd taken up residence on the old island, much to Nori's glee. You returned to the logging camp and made preparations to explore the fog-shrouded island. After making landfall, Nori located more lizard folk tracks. You followed them to the ruins. Xanthi found more of the strange fungal growths covering some of the vegetation. Lachlan spotted an ominous glowing beacon ahead in the fog. But suddenly you were approached by a pair of these glowing ethereal orbs, and they engaged you in combat. You took a few hits, but managed to repel the attack, only to be surrounded by more of them. Nori called out in Elvish, trying to diffuse the tension. Smart move. And the orbs began to urge you forward. Eventually they led you to an opening, a cave, descending beneath the foundation of an old elven keep. And one by one, you descended into the dark depths of this muddy cavern. My friends, as we kick off tonight's session, you find yourself in the darkness, dank and muddy hole, the walls dripping with moisture. What do you do?
Nori would like to look for tracks.
Turn around.
There are tracks everywhere.
Hey, I have an idea.
What is it?
Don't leave us
Sandy,
hanging.
you have a disguise kit, right?
Yeah?
I think we should all draw black hands on our hands. So the lizard folk think we're part of the Black Hand.
What if there's a secret code or something too? What if we also need to know a word, and if they see the hand and we don't know the code, they murder us on the spot?
They're not part of the Black Hand. They don't know any secret words.
The
Do you think
Black Hand
lizard-
hire us to get rid of these lizard folk. So I'm not sure how wearing a sign of the Black Hand is going to help us.
Well, they might be familiar with the Black Hand, or at least the guys that are affiliated with the Black Hand because of their tattoos.
And what are you hoping that's going to accomplish? It's going to make them like us, fear us, jump us.
You guys, maybe we should whisper.
No, I mean, like,
Spug's just
maybe
looking around
the
nervously.
lizard folk will attack the Black Hand.
They're already attacking the Black Hand. That's why the Black Hand hired us to come down here and kill them.
How close do you think lizard folk are to humans? Like, do they all look like that giant thing that attacked our boat?
I hope not. I hope they're smaller.
I hope they're
Could
smaller.
make yourself look like. I mean, you saw the giant one, right?
But-
Just shrink it down.
Well, I mean, they can't be giants.
No,
I-
but like our size. Maybe that was just a really big one.
You guys think this burrow is big enough for one of those big guys to be in here?
Not possible. No.
Okay.
Well, you know what? Maybe we grab one of them, and then I could try to, like, turn into it. And then, I don't know, maybe we can trick them somehow.
Well, it might buy us a few precious seconds if we stumble upon them.
Give me a group stealth check, please, while you're having this lengthy conversation in the darkness. Also, are you having any sort of illumination for those of you without dark vision?
How dark is it?
Pitch black darkness. Just a little bit of light trickling in from the opening above you that you descended from.
Des will have his lantern out, but he'll have it kind of like, it's a hooded lantern, so he can kind of control how much light it puts out. So he's just going to put out like maybe like 10 feet
Okay.
for now.
Okay. So-
That's a 20 for stealth.
Okay. What about the rest of you? Nori?
11.
7?
Great rolls are started already. Yep.
Did you get
7.
new dice this week or not?
No.
Shell? Oh no. Ashley, what'd you get?
Just-
I would like to roll with advantage, please.
Okie doke.
Roll left-handed or something.
Thanks for the advantages, you guys. For those of you, Doc and Wiley, we appreciate you guys. Hey,
I
Greyhawk
rolled
Mike.
left-handed.
Nice
I
to
got
see you,
a
man.
12.
Okay. What about Lachlan?
I got a 13.
Okay.
I would also like to grab 2 coins and cast light on each of them, and I will give one to whoever, 2 people, I guess Xanthi and Nori maybe, and I'll say keep these in your pocket, and then if we get into trouble and we're in the middle of a fight, then you can pull them out and drop them on the ground and we'll have light, but until such time, just keep them hidden away inside your clothes.
Who all has night vision?
I think just me.
Yes, but remember with dark
Gnomes do,
vision,
right?
with dark
Or dark
vision,
vision,
if it's complete darkness, those people can see in as if it is dim light. So it's not like you can see as
Great,
normal.
but
It's pretty
yeah,
limited.
yeah. Blind.
So
Better
even
than
if
these
you have
dumb
dark
humans,
vision,
though.
it helps to have a light source, I guess is what I'm
But just
saying.
2 of us?
You have dark vision?
No.
Oh,
I don't either.
Okay.
Well, maybe
I'll
should
take one of
give
those.
this to. I'll give my coin to Xanthi.
She
Would you rather have?
she puts it down her shirt and you can just see like this little glowy like ring.
Iron Man. Yeah.
Iron
So, and if
Man.
we get in trouble, just drop him on the ground. And we'll have light all around once they know we're there, kind of thing. And it lasts for an hour, and I'll be sure to recast it every hour-ish.
That's great. That'll help a lot for exploring this cavern to have those light sources handy. Right now, you've got a 10-foot bright light coming out of Desmond's lantern, which is helpful. Beyond that, it is dim light and then darkness, within 15, 20 feet of where you guys are. So it's fairly limited, but continue with your conversation.
All right. I guess we don't have time for too much subterfuge.
I'm going to pull out some chalk, Dave, and as we go, I will make, inconspicuous chalk marks to sort of mark the direction that we go in case we start getting into like a bunch of different turns and whatnot, and we need to sort of hightail it. So,
Okay.
I'll put them like kind of low near the ground so that someone just coming up at eyesight won't see them necessarily.
Okay.
But I'll know where they are.
Give me a quick sleight of hand check. This will cover all of it. Pretty low DC.
17.
Yeah, you're good. Smart move. You guys, right now, as you peer forward with the limited light that you have and or the dark vision that you possess, you can see that this muddy corridor is not, it doesn't have any structure. It wasn't crafted. It looks like maybe it was dug. It looks like a burrow, and it just continues in a straight path forward into the darkness. And it has a slight descending pitch to it. You're currently standing maybe close to where the light is coming down from that little opening that you snuck through.
So we're presenting a silhouette to anyone down the hall.
Yeah, but let's use the available light to check for tracks and stuff, maybe, just to get an idea of how much traffic there is here.
Nori did that, and there are tracks all over the place.
It's another rave down here.
Yep. No glow sticks, though, that you can see at the moment.
Xanthi is going to use prestidigitation to give the smell of mud, so that hopefully to maybe cover our scent as we are standing in a burrow as tasty adventurers.
That's very smart. I like that. Okay. So you've taken some precautions. You've got some light sources. You know that there are creatures down here based on the track activity. This appears to be some sort of main entrance into whatever it is that lies before you in the darkness.
You want to take point, Des, and check for traps?
Yeah, I was just about to suggest that. Yeah, Des will move forward a little bit and just kind of keep an eye out for traps.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
$14.
14. You do not see any traps at the moment. You don't detect any traps. You see as you hold your lantern and look down at the ground and along the sides of this rather sizable corridor burrow, you can see that there are stalactites and the walls are wet and it's muddy. You look down at your boots and you're leaving tracks as well. Your boots are caked with like a thick kind of clay-like mud. And as you take your steps forward, the mud almost like threatens to send you sprawling. You could consider this as difficult terrain as you sort of make your way through this slick, muddy corridor. Your boots are quickly caked with mud.
Dirty job, but someone's got to do it.
Do you continue forward?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you turn around and leave?
Well, you know.
Lee Mort. No, we're gonna keep going.
Okay. The five of you continue forward. Your footfalls are muffled by the thick mud, and you're moving cautiously, I imagine, given the difficult terrain and the maybe desire to stay somewhat secretive in your progress. Your footfalls are muffled. You hear suddenly, Lachlan, you hear it first. You hear this persistent noise. It's not a drone, it's not continuous, but it's persistent. It echoes through this underground corridor. And you're whispering so well that we can't hear you.
Anybody else hear that?
Yes.
I'll put my hand on the wall. Is there a vibration?
You don't feel a vibration on the wall, but as you pull your hand away, it's covered in thick mud, and there's like little grubs that sort of like scurry and then drop from your hand down to the ground and burrow into the mud.
Bring the leech guy down here. Probably like it.
Is this unusual mud? I mean, does it have
Well,
any
Probably means that there's
consuming property? Yeah, like,
Are you using nature?
I mean, I would like
Yeah,
to.
give me a nature check.
Okay. Since
Let's do some skill checks. Hell yeah.
Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Only
All right,
rolling fours tonight.
total with my pluses.
This looks like, kind of like your standard mud. Pretty run of the mill. Except for the wriggling white grubs.
So many grubs.
Gross.
maybe it's because there's rotting vegetable matter or something in there,
Wouldn't know.
or the mud's poo. I don't know.
Or corpses.
It could be anything. I have no idea.
We walking around in lizard folk shit.
Well,
It would be weird if it was on the walls too. I mean, what's going on down here?
Explosive lizard.
The lizard folk rave. Don't judge.
don't judge.
Judging.
Keep
You
going.
guys, as Lachlan mentions, do you hear that? You strain your ears, focusing to see if you can hear something, and each of you start to hear some sort of like echo. Not really a growl or a grumble, but more of like maybe a voice. Hard to tell. Everybody give me a perception check as you strain to make out what this is.
I thought, you know what? I'm going to use the VTT because it hasn't
do it.
screwed me in
It's
so
so
long.
good to you.
Err.
I rolled a 2 for a
Oh, I
5.
rolled horrible too. I got a 7.
Oh my
I
God,
got-
I think I
Here,
got
got
one
an
of
8.
those grubs on me.
Come on, Lachlan.
I rolled a 12 and I have +5, so 17.
Okay. Nori?
8.
Oh, poor Nori. Lachlan, you're the only one that can make it out. It sounds like some sort of guttural croak, maybe low hisses, somewhere up in the darkness ahead of you.
Is it rhythmic or is it very all over the place?
It's kind of very all over the place.
Does it sound like does it sound like people talking or like animals sleeping, like sleeping noises?
Sounds like animals.
Animals talking?
Maybe.
Be a guard.
All right, I'll kind of pull everyone to huddle up. I'm hearing a lot of noise coming from ahead. Sounds like animals maybe communicating, or I don't know. It's just this kind of guttural growling. It's all over the place. There's a couple of different voices, so we might be coming up on.
Speak animal. Anyone?
I can make those same noises. I don't know what the words are though.
Yeah, that's not gonna help.
Let's not draw attention to ourselves.
You guys continue
Well,
forward.
so I'm thinking I'm thinking it's either like a group of lizardmen, or if they have some sort of guard animals, it might be that. But I'm not sure that lizard folk have guard animals, but they might. Who knows? I don't want to judge. I'm just here to kill him, not judge him.
Well, we won't know until we keep going forward and find out what's here. Right?
Yeah. Can I do? Let me just check the range on this sucker. I am going to no, it's useless. All right, never mind. Ignore me. All right, let's
go.
Let's keep moving, but let's be as stealthy as we can about it. I mean, we're going to run to them at some point. But.
Yes. And as you say that, I don't know if that was Lachlan saying that or Bleak, but as that thought crosses the minds of all of you, you step further in with Desmond's light shining from the lantern. You see movement in the darkness, and before you can make any sort of action, you see lizard folk that jump out from the darkness. But because you actually detected them ahead of time and you approach cautiously, they're not going to get a surprise attack on you, which is nice. But I do need you to all to roll initiative, please.
Bum, bum, bum.
Dave, I can't find Spugnoir's sheet.
How dare
Find
you?
it. Hold on. Oh, I don't know if I can because I think I've reached the max.
All right, let me see if I can find it
Number
here.
of characters. Hold on.
I looked at our campaign sheet page and I don't see
What
it.
if I go like this? It's not pinned in the Discord?
No.
Okay.
I thought it
We
was,
should-
but it's
yeah,
not.
we should
Oh,
totally
I
do
thought
that.
was-
Back, but
I thought it was in D&D Beyond.
Here you go. I just
Not
posted it in the
anymore?
Discord.
Okay.
All right, so let's get some combat going. I'm gonna roll some initiative over here. Cocked. All right. Okay. 25 to 20, my friends.
Oh.
20.
Ooh, okay.
Only time I rolled good. I don't
Gotta
even wanna
celebrate
go
those when you
first.
get them.
15 to 20.
18.
Okay. 10 to 15.
14.
And Desmond.
6.
Okay.
'cause I
So
rolled a
Nori,
2.
you watch as these creatures jump out, and it's a little bit of a startle, but it doesn't surprise you. They appear to be wielding clubs. There are 6 of them that you can see coming out of the sort of the muddy, hidden nooks and crannies. I'm gonna bring up a map here in just 1 second. There's Owlbear Rodeo. All right, let's see if I can sync. There we go. Can you guys see that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So, Nori, you are first. What would you like to do?
So, I think I'm gonna first try to speak in common to them and say, "We're just looking for some people. I don't want to fight with you."
Nice.
And then I make a couple little noises that I heard them just do, like.
All right. And anything else?
I will summon my blade, but I
There we
won't hold
go.
it in an attacking sort of way.
You're just gonna
Gonna
kind of hold
hold-
it down by the side.
Mhm.
Okay.
You could hold action.
I mean, I suppose, yeah, if I can do that.
Yeah, you can. So you can ready an action, and basically you tell me what's the trigger and what's the action. So, for example, the trigger might be one of them races in and attacks. Then the action that you take would be to attack them as they run in.
Yes, as soon as they advance menacingly
Okay. You will attack.
is all right. Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to move at all? You're sort of. I just kind of put you on the map in sort of random spots there, but you can move if you'd like from that location, or you can stay put.
I'll just step up here a little bit. Feeling
Okay.
brave.
I like it. All right, Lachlan, you hear Nori sort of try to compel these creatures to some sort of parlay. She moves forward. What are you going to do, pal?
I am going to move here next to her. I got my shield and a hammer, and I am going to hold my action. If any one of them attacks one of us, I will attack them, but for now I will just have the shield up and sort of wait to see how they react to what Nori's doing.
And what's the trigger for your action, and what's the action?
If one of them attacks us, if one of them charges us, I'll hit him.
Okay. All right, well, let me help you out. So all 4 of these guys race up. So go ahead and both of you make an attack. As they race in to attack you. Folks, if you want to get in and influence the game, you can do so by donating bits for advantages for the players or the GM, of course.
I hit a 12.
A 12.
And I would be going for probably number 2.
Number 2, you swing as number 2 comes in and bashes your sword out of the way with a club as they race in, and you miss. Lachlan, how about you? Thanks, Wiley. Who's that for? Aw, thanks, bud.
I got a dirty 20.
That, my friend, will hit. Which one are you hitting?
Just gonna hit number 1, I guess.
Thanks, Scott.
Just gonna hit number 1. And I can't find my D8s. Hold on.
And which weapon are you swinging? You know, you've got a couple
My
of
hammer.
them. Hammer
My
time.
hammer.
All right.
My hammer.
Hammer time.
Stop. Hammer time. Ooh. 7 points of damage.
Oh, yeah, you frickin' clobber this guy.
And I will use my bonus action to... Oh, God. No, wait. That's it.
Okay. Give me 1 second here. There it is. So you said number 1?
Yep.
All right. So yeah, you clobber number 1. Oh, there we go. All right. So you clobber number 1 and it just splatters and you crush him with your hammer across the kind of jaw and throat, and his head kind of topples to the side and this gout of green goo splashes. The green glow of this individual's eyes goes dark as it slumps to the ground. The rest of its companions are ravenous in their attack, and they are all going to attack you, Lachlan. Actually, two of them are gonna attack you, and one of them's gonna attack Nori. So the 2 attacking you are going to miss horribly because I rolled a 2, and Nori, the one attacking you with its club, also misses. I rolled a 6. However, the one that kind of stood back for a minute is going to attack. It is going to race forward. And this one looks a little bit different. It has scale mail on. The others just have like hide leathers on. This one has scale mail. It has a spiked shield and a morning star, and it is racing in, standing right on top of its friend, and is going to take a couple of swings at Lachlan. I'm going to roll this first one with advantage. Thank you, Wily Hobbit. This is a morning star attack. It's going to be 19 to hit.
It hits.
Total
I'm
of...
going to use my reaction to do my Wrath of Storm on it once you're done.
All right, so 9 piercing damage. And then go ahead and give me... What do I do? Do I roll a save?
Yeah, you
that?
roll a Dex saving throw, DC 13.
Okay. Oh, it was an 18, but then it rolled onto a 2.
Awesome. It'll take 11 points of lightning damage.
11 points. Very nice. Okay.
And I took 9 points.
Lightning flashes. Yep. You took 9 piercing. It's going to then push its spiked shield towards you and make a shield attack. as it recoils from the lightning. Oof, that's not going to hit. A 10 misses you with the shield as it's dazed. That brings us to Xanthi.
Okay, so I have to ask, do all of the lizard folk appear to have green glowing eyes?
Yes,
Which is what
they
we
definitely
were
do.
told last time is unnatural.
Yes.
Okay. Xanthi is going to you know what? She's going to cast Magic Missile at 4th level, and she is going to give one to each creature.
Okay.
Giving.
Very
So
cool.
generous.
So that will be okay, so it's at 2nd level to get 4.
Okay.
So that will be, sorry. First one is a 3.
Okay.
Second one is a 3. Third one, also a 3. And the last one is a 4.
Okay. And those were all on separate individuals, correct?
Yeah, just
Okay.
went down the line like pow, 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 pow.
Okay. Got you. So the first one was on the one with the red circle around it. Got it. Okay.
And then, you know what, I'm going to shout in Draconic, you guys better surrender! and
Nice.
see if they speak Draconic.
I love that. As you say that, their reaction, the one with the scale mail and the club and the shield, just you kind of you interpret it as a lizard folk laugh as it gets ready to make another attack. That brings us to
Unpleasant.
Desmond.
All right. Des will pull out his short sword, utter a little enchantment, and race up here next to Lachlan and swing at the guy with the shield.
Okay.
I'm going to use one of my advantages from chat.
Nice.
Thank you. Not great. 13 to hit.
13 is not going to hit.
God, I rolled a 2 and a 7.
No bueno.
No es bueno.
Bonus action?
Yeah, bonus action disengage. I'm just going to move back out of range of that guy.
All right. What does Spug Noir do?
Spug will cast mage armor on himself.
Oh, he already did
Oh, you already did?
when
Yep.
he was up
Okay.
above. So he's got it for
so
8 hours.
if we let him do that already, he will set first level.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Spug will shoot off a firebolt at what he perceives to be the leader guy.
Okay.
The number 3 next to Lachlan.
Got it.
+5. So that's a 19 to hit.
That will hit. Roll damage, please.
That's a 1d10, right?
I believe
Yes.
Just a 1.
Oh no! All right. Well, every little bit helps, I guess. Nori, top of the order. What'd you like to do?
Missed.
Nori's just going to swing again with advantage from the chat.
Nice.
At number 2 again.
Okay.
16.
16 hits.
Oh my goodness. All right. And the damage is going to be 6.
Yeah, you basically cut this guy in half. The top half falling back into the mud, the bottom half just spewing out a gout of green goo. Then
Nori
rains
has
down on the mud.
an expression of surprise that worked, but she tries to hide it from everybody.
It was a beautiful thing. Lachlan, as you prepare to take your action, you also notice as this creature falls to the ground, the mud and the grubs in the mud start to like climb, like wriggle onto the corpse. And it starts to almost like look like they're devouring the corpse. What would you like to do?
Sorry, the big one with the scale mail or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take the swing at him. I will take an advantage
Nice.
because I figure I have to start using him at some point.
Now or never.
And that'll be that's a 17
That hits.
plus, so 20 some odd. Damage on it will be 6 plus 4, 10 points of damage. From the
Wow.
hammer.
Okay. Yeah, that's a big blow as you smash him with the hammer. He tries to deflect it with the shield, but it slips off and hits him in the chest, and he recoils a bit as he prepares to attack you. Do you want to do anything else with your turn?
Nope.
Okay, he is going to swing at you. I'm going to use one of my advantages from Fantasy Animal Vegan from last week. I have one left. He is going to swing his Morning Star. That's going to hit. That is a 22 total.
Mm-hmm.
That is 10 piercing damage as it smashes down on you, and then he's going to try to bite you. He's going to reach in and try to bite you. I'm not going to roll with advantage. I'm going to save my last one.
Bastard.
That is a big miss with an 11.
Yeah. Get away from me.
And that brings, and then there's the other one. It's going to move in here and attack. This guy here is going to move in and attack you, Nori. That's going to miss. Man, I'm rolling bad for these guys. So he misses, and that brings us, brings us to Xanthi.
Xanthi is going to move forward, and she's gonna twin spell heal.
Yes.
Right, Nori, have you taken damage?
Just from the last electrocution at surface.
I don't remember how bad that was.
Before we came in the cave.
Her
It was
hair is
terrible,
still
but
standing on end.
Yeah, there's some singe marks on the brows, but I've been healed by Lachlan pretty well.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do it anyway because Lachlan needs one, and so I can get a twofer.
Yep.
So
I'll take a twofer.
yeah. All right. So first level cure wounds, twin spell, will be 7 healing points each.
Noise.
She reaches out and magical energy warms you from behind.
Where did you touch me?
Interesting choice
Probably
of
your back.
words.
Oh, okay. All right.
Your backside.
All right.
My backside. That's
Do you want to move at all, Xanthi, or use a bonus action if you have one?
The sorcery point was the bonus action.
Oh, thank you.
And you know what? She is going to take 2 steps back.
Okay.
So she'll go back to where she started from. It's kind of like, okay, there you go, good job. She just like pats you.
Desmond
Goes
with
back.
Spug Noir on deck.
Okay, Des will try this again. Is this other? I can't see their numbers now. Number 5 lizard, is he now in front of Nori, basically, like
Yep.
within 5 feet of the other one?
Yep.
Okay, Des will
Hey,
pull
thanks
his
for the raid,
other
Galaxy
sword.
Fest. Appreciate you guys.
He's gonna pull his other sword and try to attack number 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna use another advantage. Let's go. Okay, so that's 15 plus 6, 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Nice. Hey, thanks for the follow, you guys. Welcome in. We appreciate you. Just as a heads
Thanks
up,
so much.
We do have a giveaway tonight. I'm going to put some information here in the chat. All you have to do to enter is !drawing. We're giving away some loot from our sponsors.
Okay,
Give me some
so
damage,
that's gonna be 16 piercing
Holy moly.
with sneak attack.
Yeah, you drive the dagger into this thing from out of nowhere. It doesn't see you coming, and its glowing eyes just go dark, and then it just kind of slumps and slides off your weapon.
Let me just check one thing.
Hey, Cardman.
Green flame blade. So he's going to I don't know what I have called that at the beginning.
Yes, because that's part of the action of attacking.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Sorry, my bad.
That's okay. All right. Anything else? Bonus action, or did you already use that?
I guess bonus action. No, I'll just stay here.
All right. What does Spug do?
Spug will try to shoot that guy again with a firebolt.
All right. Let's have it.
That's forgot what his plus was again. +5. 23 to hit.
Oh, Spug. That hits.
Yeah.
High roller.
Yeah.
Wish I could get those rolls.
Wrong die.
Dude, same.
That's 5 fire damage.
Okay. Burns this guy. This lizard folk warrior howls in pain, and you can see like the yellow fin frill that goes down its top of its head and down its neck is all burned, and it's actually now flaming. It looks kind of badass, actually, other than the fact that it's killing him quickly. But he's not down yet. But nice one,
Look
Spug.
cool, though.
Thank you. Nori, there's one right in front of you still.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill it.
No, do it.
Get him.
I don't have any more advantage. Oh no, I have one advantage from the very end of last game, so I will use that.
Do it.
Oh yes, yes, finally. 24
Here we
to
go.
hit.
That hits.
For 6 damage.
Similar to the previous one that you cut down, you chop through this at an angle, and it just kind of like slides, and the torso just slides off, and both sides fall to the ground. And as you look down at the creatures laying at your feet, you can see the grubs are like coming out of the mud and crawling over their bodies and into like their orifices.
That's cute.
Mm-hmm.
I think
gross.
there's something wrong with this cave.
I mean, the mud seemed fine to me.
Did you
And
taste
we're
it?
literally just like 30 feet in, so imagine.
Just imagine.
Oh, that's amazing. All right. Anything else from Nori?
Nope.
All right, Lachlan.
All right, I'm going to. Is anyone left alive?
Yeah, the flaming lizard dude to your north.
big dude.
Yep.
Yeah, big guy.
All
The
right.
scale mill.
I'm going to not get out of combat, but I'm going to move like sort of over here to kind of cut him off a little bit more if he decides
Sure.
to move, and I will give him the old smackaroonie. Nat 20.
Oh, yeah,
Nice.
nice.
Bring it.
Well done.
I'll
Ba-boom.
get those off in actually.
Max
Nice.
damage.
That's amazing.
Max damage.
KO.
Ooh, and I rolled an 8 too. So he's getting 20 points of
So
damage
much.
as it's 8 plus 8 plus the 4. So that was a pretty good roll. I'm going to roll complete
yeah.
crap the rest of the night now. So yeah, it's 20 points of damage from that little hammer.
Wow. Tell me how you exterminate this lizard pest.
As I'm taking a step back, I kind of take a look and see that the others are down, and I just sort of backhand the hammer, and I get his head between the hammer and the wall, which is what accounts for the extra damage as I kind of finish him off. And then I step away so that the grubs and the blah, blah, blah don't sort of waft all over me.
Xanthi runs up and tries to get the head. Because we were told to bring back the head.
Hey, we don't know. This could be the leader.
I don't know if that's
You race
that one
up
the leader?
and you can see that this body is destroyed by fire and the attacks that Lachlan and others waged upon it. If you want to spend some time to try to cut the head off, you can. I will warn you, however, that there are these grubs, these rot grubs that are climbing all over the body. So you'd have to be pretty careful to not get them on you, perhaps.
I'll just brush them off of you if they get on you. Let's get this
Yeah,
head. We need
please.
this head.
Maybe
help,
we don't.
help me. Yeah.
I doubt that that's the boss because it was way easier to defeat than the one we saw outside.
Well, we don't actually need the boss. We just have to prove we killed some of them.
This was probably the boss of this group.
You're
Let's-
gonna walk around the rest.
Let's
of
just get it on the way out.
Yeah, because
Well,
They're gonna eat
I
it
mean,
by
I'm
then.
just going to put it in my magic bag.
All right.
Or
Oh,
he's gonna
man,
get
the
down
things
and
we
start
do.
sawing it off.
the things we do.
Nori gets
And
down
Xanthe
on your
will
knees and you're just...
prestidigitate the grubs off of it.
Oh man,
Get
this is
him
so
off me, too.
bad.
How are you doing this, Nori? Are you using your sword to like hack at it, or what are you...
Yeah. I think it's sharp enough where I could like kind of, like steak knife it off.
Okay.
You know what I
Easy
mean?
problem.
Like
Yeah.
kind of just
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah,
Totally. Yeah, we've
steak
all-
knifing.
We've all been to a
I'm gonna-
steakhouse.
This is so
There you go.
bad.
And then I'll grab it by its singed
Frill?
hair. Yeah, what's left?
Dude, lizard
That
folk
was the one that was
fillets
on
are
fire.
choice.
Tastes like
Xanthe he'll bring
It's
the
like
magical
lizard.
bag around and hold it open so you can just drop it right in.
All right. One
Are
down.
there any on me?
I'd like at some point between now and the next session, I would like to see a list of everything that's in that bag.
You can, because it's in the share.
Perfect.
share
All
bag.
right, we shall review. So you drop you take some time. It takes a little bit of time, but you're able to cut the head of this thing off. You look at the other bodies, and they are being devoured by these rot grubs pretty quickly. So
Yeah,
if
can I
you-
do like a nature check to try and get an idea if these grubs are in any way, shape, or form normal and natural, or if there's something kind of off? about
Yeah,
them?
you can roll nature if you'd like.
I'm terrible at it, but well, I got a 17 at least, so that's 19. I'm not
Yeah,
proficient. I'm not proficient, by the way.
Oh, I
You
am.
have
Or not
seen
proficient, but-
or heard of these things before. They're like finger-sized maggots. They eat living and dead creatures. They infest corpses and that sort of thing. So you can only guess that maybe somewhere within, as you sort of guessed earlier, that there may be corpses hidden in the mud, perhaps that kind of thing. But yeah, they're nasty. But they're not.
Yeah, but they
they're
don't
not
appear
like-
to be unnatural.
No, they're considered beasts. You know, you've heard of this before.
Oh man.
All
Nori
right,
wants
let's
to
get away from these things.
make sure before the head goes in that all of the grubs are off of it. Like before we actually release it, like she'll kind of check in the nostrils and because one grub could ruin it all.
Oh, that's very true. Then I would just take
So
out
that's-
like a ball of sludge later. That would be super gross.
Exactly.
It might eat the other stuff in there too.
Give me an investigation check, Nori, as you scour and look over this thing before you drop it into the sack.
Checking the nostrils. 16.
Okay. Yeah, you're pretty.
Orifice search.
You feel relatively secure that the orifice is clean. All of the nooks and crannies have been examined thoroughly. You also notice as you're doing this, Nori, and the rest of you too, as you watch Nori cleaning this and as you participate in this strange ritualistic collection of head, that all of the bodies of these lizard folk have these strange yet oddly familiar bulbous growths on their skin. It's like almost like a rash. And it is akin to something that you saw on the knolls. It is akin to the fungal growths that you'd seen in the old abandoned farm field.
Yeah, I wonder if the rash is actually this fungal growth.
Hey,
know,
Blue Box, thanks for the raid, you guys. Welcome
You
in.
box.
Hello,
Are you
hello.
serious?
Yeah, like maybe it's not, like you get it by fun things. Maybe it's actually just this weird mold thing.
It's
What do you think?
depressing.
Yeah, I
No.
suppose.
Well, I guess it's possible.
I wonder what's causing it. Like, is it another like crazy mushroom
Thank you for the resub.
monster thing, or is there a monster above the mushroom monster? You know what I mean?
The man behind the man.
I don't know, but I guess it's probably playing a part in how aggressive these things have been. Remember the story? I remember where we picked this up, but someone was saying something about how back in the day the lizard folk and the elves used to be allies or something like that, and so maybe they're
Oh
not.
yeah, that ranger.
Yeah, maybe they're not intrinsically, evil. They're just messed up by this mushroom, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah. Well, I guess we got a mushroom to squish. Right? Who's with me?
Right.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead down this creepy hallway.
Yeah, let's keep moving.
Oh, you guys aren't turning around? I thought for sure you guys would turn around at this point. Okay. You continue forward. Des, you shine the light of your lantern into the darkness before you. There are no branching corridors. There are no doors. There's no structure. This is just a large burrow, maybe at the widest 10 feet wide and 10 to 15 feet tall. There are stalactites that drip water. The ground is slick as you make your way through this difficult terrain, but eventually you emerge from the muddy corridor. Then you find yourself in what appears to be some sort of ancient ruins. There's a transition point between this subterranean burrow and what appears now, as you shine the light, this weathered grandeur of an elven stronghold, made evident now by the stonework that was once intricate on the walls, the tiles on the floor, though cracked and uneven, were once dazzling. Now they're fragmented, they're scattered across the ground in some places. The floor is covered in mud, as if individuals forgot to wipe their shoes off when they entered. Tracking the mud through this once beautiful elven place of wonder. There's also, as you look around on the walls, a thick coat of what appears to be a dark moss-like substance that hangs on the ancient stonework. And there's this dust-like haze suspended in the air. As you move, it kind of stirs the haze, and there's these fine particles that catch the little bits of light from the lantern. It kind of creates this weird sort of muted glow. It's kind of like a thick, heavy, dank air. Feels like the weight of the past is still kind of like lingering here. Go ahead.
Xanthi's gonna pull her scarf up around her face. Do you think like this isn't good for us to breathe?
That's what I was gonna ask you.
It doesn't look good.
We didn't get
Royal Puller came
after
around.
effects from being in the farmer's cellar.
Well, the spores, remember? I think the spores were not good to breathe.
I don't remember
what you guys
so.
are talking about, but I'm gonna just
That's before your time, Nori.
Yeah, Des will tear off a portion of his cloak because he's getting paranoid. Try to wrap it around.
Think any of those like elf spirits are down here too?
Is there any writing that I can decipher, being that I know Elvish? Is there any ruins or...
As you look around, I'm not going to have you do an investigation check, but you can see that there are what once appeared to be like carvings in the stonework, but it's weathered, it's worn. There's this thick sort of shaggy moss growing over it in places, and it's indecipherable. This place is very old.
Okay.
But you do see ahead of you as you step down these muddy stairs, and you can kind of see the tracks of the mud in the moss on the ground. Lachlan having sort of like walked into a cobweb that kind of straps against your face. You got to kind of pull the webbing off your face a little bit. You can see that you come to a T-junction. And you can decide to turn left, you can decide to turn right, or you could turn back.
What does the ground say? Checking for prints and any scrapes or tracks.
Yes, there are muddy tracks, some of them fresh, some of it's not really dry, but a little bit more weathered. They go in both directions. And then the mud kind of fades. Not really. Maybe a little bit more based on the actual image here on the screen. Maybe a little bit more mud heading in a northerly direction, but it's pretty equal.
Be honest, we could leave. We have a few heads. We just have to tell them that we took care of the problem. Get Troll. Let's get out of here.
We didn't find the missing lumbermen though. What if they're in here somewhere?
Damn it, there's always something.
Well,
What if they
part
look
of
like
them
Carl?
are
Don't you
probably
wanna
in
save
here.
them?
Yeah, they're probably dead. Let's face some facts at this point. But
We're really bad about bringing alive people back.
we're really bad at a lot of stuff. But, you know, at least we're cute.
I just want to see around the corner. And I start going to there.
Nori's going to get us killed at some point.
Des will move up too and try to examine the southern corner while she does that.
All right. So you can see now as you get to that spot there, Nori, that there is a corridor that goes to the north. Hopefully you guys can see that on the map here. And there are, yeah, it is covered in webs to the north. And there's a bunch of rubble at the end of the hallway. Desmond, I'm starting to get the hang of these this fog of war, but we'll see how it goes. I shouldn't get too cocky, I guess.
Mean like revealing the trap there?
You look to the south, Desmond, as you sort of survey the area. And you can see that there's a dead end. There is also some strange ethereal glow that is coming from this area here. It looks, from your angle, you can see that there's a corridor there that heads west in this area here.
Would that the glowing stuff, would that remind me of like the bioluminescent stuff we saw underground the last time?
I would say it would be, yeah, it would be reminiscent of that for sure.
I think I see some glow up ahead.
What's the significance
Down this
of
way.
the glow? What are you talking about?
It's just like those mushrooms we saw before.
Yeah, the mushrooms glowed before.
Keep an eye out for traps, would you, Des?
Yeah, check for traps, please.
I will look around for traps.
Okay, roll an investigation check for me.
Uh, 17.
17, you look about and you don't see any traps in your immediate vicinity. But as you peer down past the glowing orbs that lead in that western direction, you can see now as you step out that there is indeed what appears to be missing tiles at the end of the hall to the south. A pit, perhaps. From the angle that you're at, it's hard to tell, even though you can see it clearly on the map.
There's some kind of hole down this way, but that's it.
Okay. Well,
Turn around, but
no, we have to look in that glowy room.
this is pretty interesting. Yeah, I agree. Let's go. I'm gonna start pushing Desmond forward if he doesn't
Yeah,
go.
Des will move up. He'll move up to here so you can kind of see down the
Okay.
glowy
The glowy
path,
room.
the glow room.
This is where the rave happened. All right. Yeah. You look into this corridor and you can see that it too has a dead end. There is a glowing mass of what appears to be a fleshy fungal body. It catches your attention. Of course, you're now sort of attuned to looking for this. It draws your eyes to a staircase. There's a staircase that goes down. The staircase is barred with a pile of boulders, and as you look closer, you can see skeletons, bones piled up, parts of bodies, most of them fully decayed into just the bleached skeletons. There's dust in this area that floats on the air, this glowing sort of spore-like dust. It's got this kind of purplish, orangish glow. And at the end of the hallway, there appears to be an old elven shrine that is perched above the stairs. The stairs look impassable.
Des is going to hold up his lantern. Can you see, are there any like objects among the bones? Is anything that might look useful or valuable?
Or
It appears as
strangely
though-
unrotted.
Yeah, no, it appears as though if there was anything of value in this pile, perhaps it was already picked over. It almost looks like this is a place where bones have just been tossed, kind of like a bone litter or a bone pile.
Human
Maybe.
bones?
Lachlan, as you investigate, you can see definitely some human skulls or demi-human skulls, perhaps. Yep.
I think this way is a dead end. We might have to go the other way.
Desmond, you also see now as you get a little bit closer to that southern end, you can see for sure that there is an alcove, first of all, off to, let's see if I can do this. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's an alcove off to the side. A rather large alcove that accommodates a stone statue that's weathered and aged, much like most of the stonework here. It depicts some regal elven lord in a pose of authority. It looks like maybe it has an outstretched hand that maybe once held a spear or a sword that's been lost to the ravages of time. And directly in front of the statue, of course, which you're standing at the edge of, you can see that there's a trap revealed, a grim reminder of what you might encounter deeper into this place. There's jagged, rusty spikes that jut from the pit's bottom. And you see impaled upon the jagged spikes is an unlucky lizard folk.
What do you happen to have that spear that the guy was holding on to?
You look down and you don't see a spear.
All right. I'm going to look at the statue. Are there any kind of inscriptions or anything around here?
There might have been inscriptions at one point, but again, it's weathered, it's worn. Give me an investigation check.
Oh, not good. I think that's an 8.
Yeah, you're unable to make out any sort of legible, even though I don't think you read Elven or speak Elven. I'm not sure about that, but I don't think you do.
No,
but you don't even see script that looks like someone who does read Elvish could interpret it. It just looks so old and just worn by time.
Well, this is a dead end. I think we should try the other way.
I think
Afraid
I
of
should
spiders.
maybe, clean up the bone pits with some fire. I mean, with all the mold. No.
Well, I don't know.
Are we still trying to be stealthy? Because fire is not stealthy.
Yeah, that might draw too much attention.
I just thought maybe we should be cleaning out the mold. But
We might have to
Okay.
run back through here really fast. I mean, knowing us, I'd hate to have to inhale all this stuff, but
Yeah, we can get it on the way out if we can. It's not a bad idea. Just
should we look for like a secret door, maybe? I mean, if all these tracks are here, somebody was going down here for some reason.
you think they were just here throwing bones here?
Well, what did they do on the other side? there's nothing down there, right?
I don't know. I didn't go all the way down there yet.
Yeah, we should go look.
It's very webby.
Make sure to check the ceilings.
Des will start making his way to the other end of the hallway.
Do you remember that giant, like, spider thing that came
No,
down?
we don't need to hear about that. Thank you.
Never mind.
Lachlan, are
Des
you
will
afraid
make
of
his
spiders
way
too?
up.
Is there anything you're not
I'll
afraid
start.
of?
Des will start going up the hallway and check for traps.
All right, go ahead and give me a investigation check as you search for traps as you creep forward.
Good. Investigation?
Yes.
23.
Oof. Yeah, you don't see any traps, but as you continue to make your way forward, you see quite a bit of spider webbing that you can easily duck down beneath to get, up to here. At which point
sorry,
you
you can move
see,
me.
yep, that's perfect. At which point you see that there's a chest that seems to be covered in a mold and in some webbing right here. It looks very old, almost as if you could kick through the side of the chest, even though the iron bands are still intact. They're rusted and it looks pretty weathered.
I'd like to reach forward with my sword and try to flip the top open.
Sure. Yeah, you can do that. It's not locked. And as you flip it open and kind of hold it open for a moment and look inside, it appears to be empty. But you do see that at the end of the hallway, there is what appears to be a broken false wall right here. And if you were to move forward, you might be able to peer through to see what lies beyond.
There's a way through over here.
Right, let's go.
As you guys follow Desmond down to the end of the hall, you duck below the spider webbing, maybe having some flashbacks of previous encounters that terrified you. You can see that there is a once hidden passage behind what is now a shattered wall. Desmond, as you peer through from that angle, you can kind of see this right here. Oh. Very technical work here. All right, can you see that? So it goes to the left and it goes down some stairs. There's more webbing, and you can see it leads into some sort of a broad chamber, but your light doesn't really illuminate much more than what you can see right now on the map.
Okay, so before he goes through this opening, he's just gonna kind of check give another check for traps. Sorry.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
$17.
You do not detect any traps.
There's a way through right here. So he'll start moving up.
Okay.
And kind of wiggle through.
All right. Your light is giving off more illumination now, and you look inside this room. Let's see if I can make this happen here. I feel like I'm a fog of war surgeon all of a sudden. All right. You can see this room open up in front of you. The chamber's floor is strewn with a pile of skeletons, remains of some unknown expedition, marked by a massive crack in the floor at the center of the room. You can see from the angle that you're at as well that dominating the north wall of this chamber are not one but two massive statues that almost appear as if sentinels of some kind.
Creature are they?
It's hard to tell. You'd have to get much, much closer.
We recognize anything that resembles the spores and mushrooms and shit like that we saw already? Or is this
Yes.
all just kind of different?
No, you see more of the spores floating in the air right here. That is evident from the angle that you guys are at. If Lachlan and Spug moved up, they'd see this too. But you can see that there are spores floating in the air here. And Desmond, you can see that on the far edge. Let me get the stream map oriented. You can see on the far edge, Desmond, that there appears to be some sort of a fungal mass right here. Kind of a pale green, yellow, sickly looking mass of polyps, kind of fruiting bodies of some strange organism. And there is moss covering the walls. There's sort of that black lichen on the walls and all over the bodies themselves. And there are some different fungal masses growing in this area. It's pretty nasty. Desmond, you also look down right at your feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. You see that there is what appears to be a flask.
He'll just reach forward and kind of gently pick it up.
All right. As you do that, as you reach down to pick up the flask, I need you to roll initiative, my friends. As you watch as three lizard folk creatures emerge from hiding. All right.
Are Lachlan and Spug really that far behind?
I think so. I don't know,
I would
actually.
have followed. I just wasn't looking at.
All right, so let's get some initiative rolled.
Ah, more lizard folk.
Back out of there.
Oh, hell.
15 or 25 to 20.
22.
Nice.
Oh, I got 21.
Okay, nice.
It's fitting. We're right here.
15 to 20. 10 to 15.
I got 10.
Okay. And Lachlan?
3.
Okay.
What about Spug?
Oh yeah, somebody roll for Spug, please. Thank you.
Oh, I will, sorry. What's the +2 initiative? Is it the dex?
Yeah, it's just a straight roll for him.
So that's just 14.
Okay. All right. So
By
here's what we're
3.
going to do. We are going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to launch into this combat as you guys have tripped the trap on these sentries that have found you infiltrating their lair. Thank you to everyone who's been hanging out with us. I think I've mentioned it already a couple times, but please feel free to get in on our giveaway. We do have some awesome loot that we're giving away from our friends at CZRPG, the Sit and Alta 5th edition supplement for your games. ! Drawing to get in on that action. If you want to connect with any of us, please consider jumping over to our Discord. A lot of folks that are in our Discord end up playing in our games. So it's a great way to get to know us and get in on some of the fun that we have over in our community. So thank you all for being here. You are very important to us, and we will be back in just a couple of short minutes, my friends. Thank you so much. We'll see you shortly. Hey everybody, we're back. How y'all doing? We're eating radishes and burning our mouths on hot
Drinking
mics.
Fresca.
You know how it is.
Espresso
how to
is so
party.
hot.
We do know how to party. We party.
I think it's like, because those
Flammable.
Russians are like cold hot thing,
Hey, anybody who's
Yep.
still hanging out,
Canadian
thank
tradition.
you. And then also, we have a giveaway. Exclamation mark drawing. You could be the one to win CZRPG Sit in Alta. CZRPG, of course, is our sponsor. Their logo is right over there by Andy. And they're awesome. Andy, go ahead and point to the logo for us. No,
I'm
other
pointing
way.
the wrong way. I'm pointing. Am I pointing the right
Yep,
way?
there you go.
Down there.
Now point to Ashley.
Up.
Oh, that's me. There you go. Nice. This is kind of a fun game. It's like the Hollywood
Yeah.
Squares.
Such a delay.
All right. So
even point
when we left our
It's
session,
on Twitch.
things were getting crazy as you stealthed your way into a large chamber. You had, of course, entered the Elven ruins, found your way through some crumbled secret dory type stuff, reaching down to grab a flask that was just perfectly placed at the bottom of a set of stairs. You watch as 3 creatures emerge from the darkness to attack you. And
Not
Nori,
the flask.
you are going to have the initiative. Nori, what would you like to
Flask trap.
do? The old flask routine.
I know,
Nori's gonna
that's
step
oldest trick in
down.
the book.
in front of Desmond. And she's gonna shout in Elvish this time, "Don't take another step or it'll be your last." And she shoots out an Eldritch Blast
Okay.
at number 9.
All right.
Number 9.
Give us an attack roll, please.
20.
That will hit.
Wow.
Very nice.
There it is.
It was a dirty 20, but still.
Oh.
And almost max. Ooh,
Dirty
she's
still
back.
counts.
12 damage.
Ooh.
Max
quiet.
damage. Oh,
No,
shit.
12. Almost max.
All right, 12 damage. Yeah, you blast it with an Eldritch Blast, and it is toast. Here, let's bring the map back up for
I
people.
thought we were
It's
going to do a
toast.
warning shot.
It
Like,
just
don't take
Splat.
another
Shot.
step or I'm shooting you.
all
It's
over
for the
that.
other 2. It's for the other 2.
Yep, it is. It is splattered up against the wall in the corner. What else would you like to do, Nori?
Well, I'm just gonna blow my finger off and just stand there.
Back out.
No, I gotta.
The total package.
Yep,
TP.
I'm just standing there.
All right, that brings us to Desmond with
Got my shield
Des-
out.
them on
Des will
deck.
just fumble, set the lantern down at his feet, and pull out his crossbow.
Okay.
And just perching his elbow on Nori's shoulder, he's going to bonus action use steady aim to give himself advantage on this
Oh
shot.
my gosh.
rogue feature.
Very cool.
Oh, natural 20.
Oh yeah.
There we go. 20. 20. You get a 20. Yeah.
Chap that.
Except we're
Natural
rolling on
20.
the fodder.
Which
Okay, so
number
that's-
did you shoot
Wah,
at?
wah.
The
Number
one
8?
to the north, yeah.
Yep.
8.
Let me help. Let me help you. You're gonna roll a lot of damage. This guy just goes right through his neck. Gouts of green goo. The green glowing eyes go dark as it drops to the ground.
Yeah, I rolled a lot of damage.
Yeah, massive
Okay.
amounts of damage.
That's the end of my turn. I can't move after that.
Okay, that brings us to them. And this guy sees his friends go down, and he is going to run, and disappears
Gotta-
into a hallway
gotta
that
get
you
him.
can now see goes south. That is their turn. The other 2 are dead. And that brings us to Spug Noir with Xanthi on deck. What's Spug gonna do?
What is Spug gonna do? Spug will just race in. 1, 2. Excuse me, guys.
That was pretty good. he's just kind of dancing back and forth. There he goes.
He's just gonna kind of move up here and look to firebolt something, but realize that there's nothing there. Where'd they go?
I'm gonna point down the hallway.
I don't really want to. He's not going to lead the charge.
That's
I'm
fine.
just going to
He
leave it at
probably
that.
wouldn't lead the charge.
Yeah.
Basically, we're still in initiative order if anybody's wants to like chase in there. So let's go to Xanthi. We'll finish out this initiative and see what you guys end up doing.
Can I take a look at that statue? Does it look like important, dangerous, menacing?
It doesn't look
Infested?
menacing. It looks like at one point these were very like regal sentry-like sculptures. You can see from where you are now, Xanthi, that across the room they're facing what appear to be two stairwells that go down. You haven't really gotten close enough to be able to investigate them. But yeah, they look like they were once very ornate, probably encrusted with jewels and the like, but they have been plundered and pillaged. They have fallen to the ravages of time, just like most of the things in here. They appear to be some sort of maybe humanoid creatures with masks on, perhaps. Some sort of mask. And they are covered in this sort of like thick, mossy growth. And around them is floating this sort of like bioluminescent kind of spore cloud.
Oh. And the bodies, like, are they arranged anyway? Like, did they die like fleeing in one direction, or like an explosion outward, or like, did they all just kind of like wither away in their spots? Like, is there any kind of method to this?
It doesn't appear so, but because it's still like your turn, so you can give me a quick perception check if you want to kind of look around a little bit more.
Yeah. 19.
They look scattered willy-nilly, but one thing that you do notice is that at the center of the room, there is sort of this crack in the floor. There's a dark spot on the floor, and it looks like maybe the tiles have been pulled back, or they have been crushed there. Maybe there's a hole in the floor there. Right in right in this area here.
I wonder why they didn't just use the stairs. Xanthi is going to hold a firebolt, and if an aggressive enemy comes at her, she's going to fire it.
Okay. All right. Held action. Lachlan, what would you like to do?
Sorry. Let's step in here. Does that hole in the ground look like it's, an access point, or is it just like a crack in the ground, like you said? Like, does it look like it's usable as an ingress or egress, or?
Hard to tell from where you are. You can either get closer or you can try from there, but give me a quick perception check as you guys are still sort of like in this combat mode. You're looking around, you're taking note of this feature at the middle of the room, looking for potential targets for attacks, etc.
14.
It's hard to tell. You get the sense that that maybe some of these skeletons that are on the ground, they almost seem to be like covered in like the one near the hole looks like it might be covered in mucus of some kind, but really hard to tell. Yep, right there. Then there, of course, is this fungal mass in the corner right here. It's just kind of like
mucus.
It's got this sickly pale glow to it, and it kind of shimmers ever so gently in like sort of It's not like vibrating, but it just sort of like moves a little bit, almost like as if it was floating in water. Anything else, Lachlan?
No, to be honest, I'm going to maybe just take a look at this dead lizard folk here and just see if anything stands out about it or whatnot.
Okay. We'll come back to that in a second as you sort of like crouch down maybe or kneel down to start maybe digging around to see if there's anything on them. As you're doing so, Xanthi, you're looking towards the center of the room, and you've walked up, and you can see now, given your perception check that you had earlier, which was really high, you can see the hole. You can see sort of this gelatinous, muky, like film almost on the tiles now, right at your feet. And as you start to notice this, you see movement around this hole. And you watch as this strange gelatinous cube-like creature lurches forward and moves
I
into
attack
your
it because
space.
I had
Go
a held
ahead.
action.
You have a held action. Absolutely. Give us an attack.
With advantage, please.
Go for it. You're going to need it, my friends.
Okay. That would be 22.
22 is going to hit. For sure.
Okay. Ooh, for 7 fire damage.
7 fire damage. Okay. It just kind of like flows over, and now you can see distinctly the cubic shape of this thing, and you can see that some of the skeletons that were on the floor and in this sort of glistening mucus area are inside of this thing. And as it moves forward, you guys watch in horror as it moves into Xanthi's space and engulfs her. Xanthi, I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh no. Oh, hold on. Okay. Dex save. Can I roll with advantage?
If you have
If you have any advantages left.
Yes. Come on.
That's what they're for.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Whew. All right. 21.
Okay. That is a very good result. Unfortunately, you are still going to be engulfed by this thing, and you're going to take some acid damage as a result of it. You get sucked in as it moves, and you just hear that word, and it's like, and it's muffled as she is fully engulfed. Ooh.
Oh my god.
And you take 9 acid damage as you are fully engulfed. Now, you can't breathe while you're inside this thing, so you need to keep track of that. And you are burning up inside of it. You can see her, like, the rest of you watching, you can kind of see her like scratching and crying out, but you hear only a muffled cry. Now, just so you know, Ash, you can try to escape by making some strength checks on your next turn.
Okay.
Let me just check out one other thing. Actually, you made that save, didn't you? What did you roll?
I rolled 20.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
2?
So you made the save, Ash. So Xanthi can either choose to be pushed back away from it, or you can choose to be engulfed, which I'm pretty sure you don't want to be engulfed. So I'm guessing you're gonna push away from it. So Xanthi, you like kind of like start to be engulfed, and you scream out and you pull yourself out. Sorry, I was reading it wrong.
Does she still get the damage?
No, you don't take the damage either. The acid damage doesn't get you. But you get sort of a sense that this thing is pretty nasty, as it almost got you. Sorry about that. I misunderstood.
No, that's okay.
Nori, top
An
of the
error
order.
in my favor.
I know.
The outcome is okay.
Ugh. Go ahead, Nori. What are you gonna do?
Nori's gonna Nori is gonna fire up a witch bolt, I think, because that looked terrible. And if she can put herself in front of Xanthi, she's gonna try to do that before she shoots this thing out. Xanthi's kind of standing on top of her right now, but if she can squeeze out and get in front of her.
Oh, sure.
Well, you're a gnome, so technically you guys can occupy the same space, right?
Do you want to occupy the same space with me?
I mean,
Can't you? I could be wrong.
guess.
I
I
could
don't
be
think
wrong.
so.
I thought
don't
that
think
was a
so.
thing.
Yeah, I don't think so. I
Because
think
gnomes
that
are
might
so
be a
small.
halfling thing.
Oh.
So yeah, what do you want to do?
Okay. I'm gonna do the
Nori?
witch bolt. Casting
Okay.
a witch bolt.
Cast Witch Bolt.
That's a 14.
That hits.
So I shoot this thing out at it for 21 damage.
What kind of damage is it?
It is, I think it's
21.
It's
Lightning?
It's lightning. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
lightning.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you hit it with the Witch Bolt. Okay. Anything else from Nori? Desmond, you're up next.
I'm gonna stay right here.
Okay. Desmond.
All right, Des will fire off a crossbow bolt at this thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll use an advantage on this from the chat. Thanks, chat.
Smart. Shell, Witch Bolt, I think, is concentration, so just keep that in mind.
That's a 20 to hit.
That will hit. Nicely done.
That's a Ooh, not too bad. 17 piercing.
That's pretty darn good.
Sneak attack.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And then bonus action. Xanthi's in the way now.
Xanthi!
I don't know.
Shunted here.
Yeah. I wanted to get Spug out of the way.
Oh no, poor Spug.
All right. I'm gonna try to shove the cube away from Spugnor.
Okay.
Oh, psychically?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the saving throw?
Of course. 14 strength save.
Strength save? All
AC
right,
14.
I'm gonna use no, I won't use an advantage. How much? It pushes it 5 feet, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh, I rolled a natural 20. That thing's not going anywhere.
Okay.
All right, that brings us to
Yeah, I don't know whose turn is next.
it was the lizard folk, but they're gone. So it's Spug Noir's turn. He's gonna get the hell out of there.
Yeah, he's gonna disengage as an
Yep.
action.
Smart.
Go one right over Nori.
Yep.
He's just gonna move way back.
Smart.
That was his action.
Xanthi, you're up
He has any
next.
bonus
Nope, he
actions or
doesn't.
anything like that. Yeah.
All right, Xanthi.
Oh my god, what is that thing?
Kill it! Fire! Kill it!
Right. Yeah.
Yellow salad.
Trying to think of the best way to, I don't know, just like, I'm going to throw a fireball at it. Alright.
Oh.
Here goes nothing. Oh, I'm rolling good today. Yeah, so firebolt. With a is 25 to hit.
Yeah, that will hit. That will do it. Nicely done.
for 5 fire damage.
Oh no, yeah, this thing has taken some licks for sure.
And
All
then
right.
she, like the coward she is going to go 5, 10,
Get the fuck out.
15, 20 over here. Oh god, I think there's bones inside it. Be over here.
All right, that's Xanthi's turn. Lachlan.
I'm gonna draw my sword, and am I considering combat with it? Do I need to disengage or?
You're not 100% sure.
Like sad me. All right, I'll use my action to disengage. And I'll step out here.
Okay. Bonus action or anything of that nature from our dwarf? Okay. All right. So this thing is going to use its pseudopod attack on Nori. I'm going to roll with advantage. My last advantage. Thank you, chat, for the advantages. I've never run a gelatinous cube before. I was so excited to. I even teased it in one of the memes in the Discord channel this week. All right, here we go. Like a little
I've never
kid.
actually fought a gelatinous cube.
Yeah, it's kind of
Neither.
fun to use one. They're so classic. Oh shit. That's gonna be a dirty 20 to hit you, Nori.
Yeah.
You're gonna take some acid damage. That's gonna be a 13 acid damage as this pseudopod comes out and like smashes onto you and like leaves this burning mass of goo. And you also hear like as you recoil, you can hear like whispers and voices. And it is going to move closer to you. Please roll a concentration save, which is a Constitution saving throw, I believe, if I remember correctly. We haven't done one of those in a while.
Constitution?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, geez. That was a 1. That was a
All
1.
right, so you lose concentration on your spell.
Okay.
And let's see. Yeah, that's its turn. We're back at the top of the order. Nori just got slammed with that acid bath. What would you like to do, Nori?
I'm gonna take a. Ugh, this never goes well. I'm gonna take a swing. Just bring the sword into being, and I have no advantages, so let's hope for the best here.
Slice off a chunk of jello.
Ooh, 18 plus
That
20.
will hit.
4. 22.
Yeah, that totally hits. Nice, nice swing. Damn.
I got hurt. I'm mad. 10 damage.
Yeah, a big chunk of jello just falls to the ground. It's still mostly intact.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna Am I gonna take an attack if I back off now?
Well, you're not 100% sure.
Okay. Well, I think I should, so I'm gonna back off.
Yeah, it's going to take an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Pseudopod attack. Ooh. Ooh. 22. Uh, 12 acid damage as it hits you with a second attack.
Shoot.
Thing's
Well, I guess I
nasty.
drop right there.
Oh
What, you
no!
down?
Uh-oh,
Yeah.
guys. Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Desmond, it's your turn.
Avenge
You
me.
watch Nori like turns to run, and the pseudopod erupts from the surface of this cube and just smacks her right on the back of the head.
Okay.
She drops to the ground right at your feet.
Okay. Dave, maybe you can. I'm going to use my action to scoop up Nori
Okay.
and then bonus action disengage.
Okay.
All right.
Yep, I like
So
it.
I'm going to pull her.
I'll move my lifeless body along with you.
Yeah. I'm going to pull her around the corner. Nori's down. Down this way. Yeah.
She's the full package, but she is also
She is
tiny,
dumb.
so
She's
she's
the
an easy
package.
she's an easy package to transport.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was my action and my bonus action.
Okay.
For
Spug
movement,
Noir.
I'm just going to move over there.
Spug Noir is going to do something. He wants to attack this thing.
Yeah,
he's
Spug
gonna
will
step forward right here and do something.
go for it.
No, go ahead. What does he have to attack?
He's going to fire off. Where is this sheet? There it is. Magic missile, first level.
There we go. Come on, Spug.
Come on, Spuggy.
Spug.
Oh my god. Well, he doesn't have to roll to hit.
No.
That's right.
No,
Okay.
it's
The
just the
song
damage.
hero just
It's a
swells
good
through
thing.
the room.
It's a very good thing.
He's going to get a big head eventually.
Right, he's had some major kill shots.
So
Yeah.
it's what is that? 3d4 plus.
Yep.
+2.
It's three. It's three missiles, right?
+3.
Yep. 3 glowing darts of magical force.
And then it's +4, right?
D4 plus 1.
D4 plus 1
for each of them. Yep.
Oh god, okay. So it's 10 force
10 damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Parts of Jello just go flying back into the room.
I would say he backs up again to not be right there in the doorway when it arrives.
Yeah, he's going to get behind around the corner is good. Yeah, for sure. All right. Xanthi and then Lachlan.
Let's see. Xanthi is you know what? Lachlan's pretty beat up still, right? Yeah. She's going to hold action to do a twin spell heal. And she's going to say, Lachlan, take a 5-foot step towards me. And then she's gonna wait. So
Okay.
holding action to twin spell heal when Lachlan takes a 5-foot step toward her.
Got it. All right. Well, it just so happens it's Lachlan's turn.
I'm going to bonus action drop my spiritual weapon back there. Behind it and take an attack with it.
Nice.
Miss. And
Shit.
I will. Yeah, that sucks, but it's the way the cookie crumbles. I will take a step back
The
here.
way the Jello wiggles.
Which triggers Xanthi reaching out and doing a twin spell heal on Nori and Lachlan. And that will
You just reach out and give him the.
Come
You're
with him.
gonna be okay.
Yeah, you know what? She's gonna do it at 2nd level.
Way to bring a healer, you guys. That was smart.
Each get 18 points of healing.
Whoa, nice.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah, it helps to roll it at 2nd level.
I guess.
Sweet. I'm a whole new man, well, a whole new dwarf.
And then she is gonna
Mm,
again
dwarf.
cowardly take another 5-foot step away.
I mean, there's nothing cowardly about survival. As long as you're not leaving a friend behind, I think. All right, so that was Lachlan's turn. Well, actually, it's not your turn, Xanthi. That was Lachlan's turn. That was your
Well, that
reaction.
was-
so,
Oh,
Yeah.
so
you're right.
stay
I can't.
put. Yep, stay put.
Okay.
You'll move on your
I am
next
going
turn.
to tell them to, keep backing out, but I'm not going to walk through them and get behind them. I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay. All right, so that brings us to the cube. It gets up next to you, Lachlan, and let's see.
It can move fast.
It's kind of slow moving, actually.
Quick setting
you feel
Jello.
like you feel like you could probably outrun this thing in a foot race.
Is that like brick consistency or like Jello consistency? You know, like the
It's
Jell-O
like
bricks?
Jello. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it took a 5-foot step, and it took a 5-foot step, and then it took a
It's
15-foot step, and we
this
were
is
like,
a large thing. This is
it was
large.
a lot.
Yeah. It's gonna pseudopod attack you, Lachlan.
Okay.
I rolled a 19 plus stuff, 4, 23. It's a good thing you got healed.
Yep. Thank you, Xanthi.
14 acid damage as it sizzles.
Nasty.
I know, this thing sucks.
On
I
the
love it. I
crunch.
love it so much. That's its turn. So we're back at the top with Nori. You see this thing kind of like coming around the corner.
You are on
Not
the
again.
ground.
Not again. I'm gonna do an Eldritch Blast.
From
Rich
laying down.
boy.
I'm just gonna say this, Nori.
can,
It's
right?
a very difficult angle that you're at for an Eldritch Blast. You would have to move to a more direct line of sight.
Can't go
you'd
between
have to-
legs and stuff. Okay.
Yeah, you
how
can
about,
move through your allies.
How about I just go here and that's only 15.
Yeah, you could run over
So I
there,
could-
fire it, and then run back. Yep.
Okay, good. So, but I already rolled that blast and it only was a 9. So I
That
don't think
hits.
I hit it. Oh, I did.
Yeah, these things are not hard to hit. They're huge.
Close. For 5 damage.
Oh
And
my
then-
god, this thing is just sloughing off gooey jello off to the sides as you continue to riddle it with attacks.
Backing off. Back where I was.
All right. Desmond.
All right, Des will move up to here and fire off another crossbow bolt at this thing.
All right, it's going to have a bit of cover from there. You'd have to get a better line of sight. You'd have to move up a little bit more, like up towards that chest to get a clear shot at it. It'll just have a higher AC.
All right, so yeah, if he doesn't feel like he can get a good shot, he's going to move
Yeah.
up.
No, you don't have a great
Up
shot.
here.
Yeah, you can get a better shot from there for sure.
All right. Um, 17 to hit.
That hits. Come on, roll some serious damage here. I wanted so bad this to be Xanthi's view right here, but it just didn't work out for me.
16 piercing with sneak attack.
That's gonna hit. Or that's the damage. Oh shit. Yeah. As you fire that bolt over Lachlan's shoulder, it hits this gelatinous cube and it just explodes in a wet, gooey jello splash all over Lachlan. Like he got Nickelodeon slimed. And this thing is toast. You have destroyed it, my friends.
Okay, no, there can't be 2 of those.
No.
What was that thing?
I don't know, but it was big and it burned and it was full of bones.
Yeah, all those bones just like dropped and ting, 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 in a pile in front of you.
That was revolting.
Are we out of initiative now?
We are out of initiative order for the moment.
That one guy ran around the corner. Do you think he's getting more reinforcements?
Des
How
is
could they
gonna.
live
yeah.
with a giant ooze like that.
Maybe it's
Can I-
their pet.
Dave, can I take a look at the stuff that fell out of this ooze?
Sure.
Investigation?
Yes, give me an investigation check.
I would like to help him.
All right, do it.
All right.
Roll it with advantage as the two of you start digging through
You
these
did.
soaked bones and pieces of leather and chain armor and some daggers and swords. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 1 and a 19.
I would go with the 19.
So it's
personally.
for a total of 25 investigation.
All right. Give me a D20 roll.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Okay. As you look at the bones and the debris, I mean, there are weapons. There's rusted, beaten weapons that look like they're worthless. There are both bones that have been weathered and consumed by this thing. It looks like there are the body parts of lizard folk inside this thing, some humans inside of it, possibly. Hard to tell, but you definitely can see that it has consumed lizard folk. You also see that there are some small animal carcasses. It looks like rats that this thing has been maybe feeding off of, maybe surviving off of small game while it waited for a bigger prize like you to come along.
Does it look in any way, shape, or form like it's been affected by the spores and the mushroom and all that? Like, does it have like residue in the bits and pieces that are now on the ground, or?
Not really. There's no, like, with the more what's the word I'm looking for? Sort of physical aspect of the bodies of humans or gnomes or dwarves or whatever, lizard folk. There's more opportunity you gather that for these fungal spores to sort of take hold. This thing is just sort of an amorphous ooze. So there really wasn't anything for it to infest. It doesn't appear as though it was affected, but it's hard to say. I mean, you've probably never seen one of these things. You may have heard of them, but this thing is certainly out of the ordinary for you guys.
Well, if I lived in a world that had those things in it, I would be very displeased.
No doubt. Jello shots that kill you, basically.
It's not like rebuilding itself or anything, is it?
Doesn't appear to be. It looks like it's whatever damage you did to it has obliterated it. But that whole hallway that you're standing in is just sticky.
Should we go after that one that ran away?
Nori's chomping at the bit back here.
It's gonna be
Find anything in the bone pile?
Yeah, there wasn't anything of value in the slime, right?
Not really. No.
Okay.
You do have some lizard. You have 2 lizard fork carcasses in that room. Lachlan, you started to look at one right before the gelatinous cube attacked.
Mm-hmm.
You could go back to that. There's this sort of hole in the center of the floor in this place, and then of course that other lizard folk ran to the south. The hallway also continues. It's hard to see because you don't have the light to illuminate, but the hallway appears to continue west beyond this room.
Can we get over this thing without stepping in it too much?
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be hard. You're going to get it on your feet or on your boots and that sort of thing. It's like sticky.
Will you take the edge?
Des will pick up his lantern again and kind of shine it over this room and just, especially in front of these statues, and check for traps.
Okay. Yeah, give me an investigation check. Lachlan, you are going back to that lizard folk?
Yep.
Okay. So the lizard folk has a club. It has hide armor. And give me a D20 roll.
18.
18. It has a crude stone dagger with a hilt that appears to be wrapped in lizard folk skin.
Well, that's upsetting. I grab it.
I just rolled a 12 investigation.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That is definitely a
Attune to it.
cursed dagger.
Does it speak to me?
Yes, you just don't.
Wait.
You just can't understand it quite yet.
Is it telling me to kill all my friends? Because I'll attune to it.
You're not sure, but you do grab it. That's fine. Desmond, you look about, and again, it's just a weathered tomb. You get the sense that maybe this is like some necropolis section of this once elven city. These things are watching over the space. It doesn't seem like a livable space. It seems more ceremonial or ornamental. There are these two stairways that head, let's go back to them. Oh, we're on the map. Great. So there's these two stairways to the south here on the south end of the room that head down, one going down to the left and one going down to the right, but they are filled with debris, rocks, barring the way. It looks like it would take a long time to try to penetrate both of those access points. There, again, is a hallway here, and then there's a hole, what appears to be, as you look closer, now that gooey gelatinous cube is out of the way, it looks like there's a hole in the floor here that descends into darkness.
I'm gonna loot that other lizard folk body and look for any useful bits of
All right.
stuff.
Yeah, give me a D20 roll, Xanthi. It also has a club and tattered leather armor.
9.
And it has what appears to be a blowgun, but it's bent and doesn't look like it would be of use.
Roots around corners.
Hey, you know what? Is it just like a hollow tube?
Yeah.
She'll grab that.
Okay. You have one bent, clogged blowgun.
Oh, it's
Yes.
clogged too.
Gonna fetch a pretty penny at the store.
Dez will try to look down where this other lizard folk ran off, where he saw the other one run away.
Well, that means I have to do some fog of war action. All right, I'll do my best. You can see that a hall extends south, and perhaps it continues forward in the darkness. Perhaps also there is a corridor that veers off, but you do see a pile of rubble right here. More skeletal bodies here. And again, the walls, this is a narrower passage. The walls are covered in this green and black sort of moss or fungus or algae, or not algae, but lichen or something of that nature.
There's another tunnel to the south here. Xanthi, what's around that bend right there next to you?
I don't know. I'll look. She's gonna try not to get too close to the spores, but still peek around the corner.
All right, yeah, you can peek around the corner, no problem. You can see that it continues into a hallway that ends with a set of stairs into the darkness.
There's more stairs over here.
Did you take a look, Des, if there were secret doors around here or around the statues, maybe?
Yeah, I could. I'll look around a bit. I saw the lizard guy run this way, though. Should we go after him?
He's long gone by now, so we'll deal with him when he comes back with his buddies.
We know for sure that he went down this way, though. Don't we want to get him first?
We just all spent time looking around the room and looting bodies, and now you're worried about how fast we're running after this guy? Like,
Has been a couple
instead of going the
minutes.
other way. That's all. Get off my case.
Yeah. I just figured there wasn't any. I mean, Dave, I guess I could spend a minute like looking around, see if I find any.
because there are statues here, and usually when people have statues like this, they often have, hiding places because they're.
Yeah, I'll check out the walls and maybe like the floor around the statues for any kind of like hidden doors or switches or anything like that.
Sure. Yeah, you look around. Give me a investigation check.
Horrible. Rolled a 1.
The only thing that
7.
seems odd in this room is this glowing, bulbous fungal mass here, a hole in the ground that leads into the darkness below, and these blocked stairways. Otherwise, there's just kind of hallways. You can see also that there is a chest right here. But nothing that you detect associated with these two statues.
Okay.
Does the hole in the ground, like, does it appear to be very fragile around it, or?
Hey Prometheus, thanks for the raid. It looks like you could peel back some of those tiles, like they're just kind of laying there. You know, like they were cracked and dislodged from the grout, and they're just sort of like laying crushed and broken. So you could kind of pull them away if you wanted to, maybe.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Yeah,
Carefully, I have a crowbar, and I'll just kind of reach out with the crowbar and
sure.
price them
Yeah,
up.
you expose a broader opening and you look down and you can see that there is, with your dark vision, you can kind of make out that there's a space below this room.
Like a space or like a tunnel that.
You get more of a sense like there's a room below this room.
If I draw my the sword, which is moon touched and emits light, and I reach down, can I see a little bit more?
Yeah, absolutely, you can. You see that there is indeed some sort of a chamber below, and it is thick with spider webs.
Well, I'm not going there. The last thing I'll ask about that room is, does it look like it's got entrance points, or does it look like it's just a hole?
The room below?
Yeah.
Roll an investigation check.
Probably not too good. What's my investigation? 11.
It looks like there is some sort of iron door to the south. It appears as though the iron door itself is not covered in webbing or from the spider webs.
All right. Looks like a room underneath here, filled with spider web, and there's a door that leads south.
Well, there's probably nothing alive down there because, that gelatinous cube was living in that room.
So I was thinking there might have been, like, things left behind from the things it has digested.
Des will move up past Xanthi here and investigate this chest that he sees in the ground.
All right. It looks to be a chest similar to the one before. Old, cracked wood, dried wood, rusted straps.
So it doesn't appear to look locked.
It doesn't look locked.
Right. Des will do the same kind of thing where he'll kind of just use his sword to kind of flip the top off of it to see if there's anything in there.
All right. Give me a D6 roll as you open it up. Oh boy.
A 1.
All right. Give me another D6 roll, please.
A 6.
You see that there is inside this chest a small sack, a leather satchel.
Des will pick it up.
It's heavy.
Take it.
And it jingles. Like there's something of value inside. You peek inside the satchel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like. Oh, that's a great idea.
Jingly metal spiders.
That is an awesome idea. I like the way you think. It is filled with coins. At a quick glance, they appear to be silver. Do you look at them more closely?
No, I think he'll just well, yeah, I'll look at it more closely, sure.
Yeah, they are intricately engraved with elven script and symbols. They look to be elven silver coins. Probably quite valuable. By the heft of it, I mean, the heft of a coin purse. This thing is more than a purse. You would guess that there's maybe 200 gold piece worth of silver in this thing.
Okay. Des will just announce that he found some coin. Is there any room in the bag for this?
Oh, yeah, I think there's still plenty of room. I'll just well, I mean, it's magical, so it just kind of, reorganizes everything when you put something else in.
Des will
All right.
give Xanthi the satchel.
In you go.
All right, which way are we going to go? South or this way? I don't think we should go in that hole. I mean, we're after lizard folk, right?
It's
Sure,
true, we
lizard-
don't think that the lizard folk went down the middle hold. I mean, because we watched them go this way.
Roy's going to take a tentative step this way and look back.
Go that way.
Just watch out for traps.
Isn't that your job?
Yeah,
I
Des,
can't
why
look
are you
both ways
saying
at
that?
once. I'm
Okay,
over
well,
here. You're over
we
there. What do you want me to do?
Okay. Do we want to go the other way? We're looking for lizard folk, and we know one went down this way. I don't know why we're not going down this way.
I agree.
Well,
We should probably
whatever
go
we-
this way.
Whatever we do, let's do it together.
And
All right.
let's put Des in front.
Des will go out front, head towards the south, checking for traps as he goes.
I'll be hot on his heels.
Okay. Give me an investigation check, Des.
Oh, pretty good. 19.
All right. Let's see here. You hold on a second here. Whoa.
Whoa.
You detect a trap right in front of you.
Oh.
The lizard folk must have leapt over it.
It's a good thing we checked.
Good job, Des.
It can be easily jumped.
All right. Yeah, Des will jump over it. Bonus action, ring of jumping. Boing.
Okay. You guys watch as Desmond leaps over. Desmond, as you get farther down, you can now see that there is a hallway
Yeah,
that
he's going to kind of
heads
peer around.
west. There's what appears to be maybe 2 flights of stairs.
It goes down, right?
Yep, it's descending. You also see that there is a room to the south now that you cast the light of your lantern. You can see that there is what appears to be some sort of a room. There is a glow coming from the room. There is this thick, sticky green web that's strung across the entrance. And you can see that there is that sort of ethereal, glowing spore cloud.
All right. Are people following Des down this hallway? He's going to turn around and check to see if he's all alone or if people are coming with him.
Nori
You
will
want
jump
me
and
to
she'll.
throw you, Nori?
Yes.
I would like
If
to
you would.
assist her with jumping over.
Boop.
Give her a little, like, push.
Little lift off.
Des will move up to here just to kind of peer around and shine some light into this room down here.
Okay. One of the first things you notice is that there is a what appears to be a dead lizard folk right at the entrance to this room.
Newly
Also-
dead?
Yep, freshly slain. This appears to be some sort of a small antechamber containing a cracked stone basin. There is a vibrant array of these sort of like mesmerizing fungal growths that are growing out of the basin. And there's this sort of iridescent blue glow and this sickly green webbing that I described that strings across the ceiling. And it's the air in this chamber is heavy, and there's the spore cloud kind of floating. Desmond, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Hey. Oh boy. I'm going to use. I'm going to use an advantage on this one.
Okay.
Uh, 19.
Yeah, you look in the room and you kind of are just breathing normally, but you can feel the sting of the spores as you inhale them, and then you kind of like sneeze them out and cough them out. But they hang pretty heavy in this room. And at the angle that you're at, you can see more of this room here. Let me illuminate it. And you can see that there is this basin that's sort of like puffing out these spores.
It does back up. There's another room down here, but I don't think we should go in there. The air is bad.
Okay, well, we have this other way to go. So that's okay.
I think it killed that lizard folk that ran away.
Air killed him?
I don't know. There was a dead one, and he looked like it didn't happen that long ago.
I mean, do you
Did he-
want me to kill it with fire?
Would that work?
I mean, I don't know, but I think that, you know, when we attacked that giant spore creature, like, we did use a lot of fire.
We could try it.
Jump across, Santi. I'll grab you.
Okay.
Shoot one into that basin there.
All right, she's gonna hop down just around the corner
Hold your breath.
and look around the corner, not breathing in the air, and she's going to go firebolt
Okay.
into the room and try to hit whatever the thickest area is.
Yeah, it would definitely be this stone basin. It's kind of cracked, but it's almost like a cornucopia of weird fungal growths coming out of it and floating in the air. And you fire a bolt in there, and as you do, you see it erupt into flames, and parts of the fungus sort of drop off and kind of fall to the ground. And you feel pretty good about it until you watch as they stand up. And
Uh-oh.
I need you to roll initiative, please.
Uh-oh, you guys. Oh, no. It got worse.
Oh,
What's even happening right
maybe we shouldn't attack the mushrooms.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Yeah, maybe not.
Back up. You're not gonna listen, but I say it anyways.
There's one.
Oh, these things. Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Shit,
Yeah,
here we go
yeah.
again. Here we go again. Oh, all right. 25 to 20?
23 for Dez.
All right. Nice. 15 to 20?
19.
15.
All right. Who's rolling for Spug?
Oh, I can.
10 to
15.
15. 15, okay. He'll go
For
after
Spug.
Nori. What did you get, Xanthi?
13.
Okay. All right. Desmond, you're first in the initiative. You're down this other hallway, not really seeing what's going on, but you see Xanthi kind of call out.
Kind of scrabble a little bit. Oh God, I shouldn't have done that.
Back up. Let's get out of here. Des will move back 1, 2, 3. He'll move back to here, turn around, and fire off a crossbolt at the one in front of Xanthi.
Okay.
Is that 5 feet away from her?
Nope.
in
It's a
melee?
little bit more. Nope. It's a little bit more than 5 feet because she's kind of like at the corner of the room there.
Okay. Not great. 14 to hit.
That will hit.
All right.
That's just the
9 piercing.
9 piercing. Yeah. You clip it and it just drops to the ground.
So,
Bonus action or anything else?
yeah, bonus action. Well, Des use the rest of his movement to get over this thing?
Spug Noir and Lachlan are in the way, so jumping over it's not feasible at the moment.
Okay. So I'd like to bonus action. I'll just pull Xanthi 5 feet backwards.
Okay.
I don't know if that'll do much good with a telekinetic shove.
All right. Lachlan with Nori on deck.
Can I step here?
Yeah, absolutely. You're at the top of the stairs.
Right. I'm gonna step there. I'm gonna tell Spug to back the fuck out. And I am going to actually let me do this before I step aside. I am going to do a Sacred Flame. You have to do a dex check 13 on the one on number 7 there.
Okay. No, fail.
All right, so that's D8. It's 4 damage.
What a hallway here. Jesus.
4
And then I'm
damage.
gonna-
Right.
I know.
Go up to the side there.
It's so
Single
bad.
file.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bells
spikes.
just flying by the sides of our heads. Ah!
I mean, it's good to funnel these things at us, but it's bad for whoever's in front.
All right. Anything else from our dwarf?
Nope, that's it.
All right,
I'm gonna
Nori.
yell, back out.
Yeah, totally.
Nori's gonna fire off an Eldritch Blast
Okay.
right around the side of Xanthi at number 7.
Okay.
24.
That totally hits.
It's totally taking damage. 8 damage.
8 damage. Nice. Yeah, it goes down. It just blasted. Parts of fungus go flying back and it just crumples to the ground.
And then Nori's gonna take a step here so Xanthi can get behind. She's gonna protect Xanthi.
Oh, all right, cool. That brings us to
Total
Spug
package.
with Xanthi on. Yeah, she is. Spug Noir is going to follow Lachlan's lead and he's going to move back to about there and hold his action. He's going to look around to see if there's anything else coming around from any other directions. That brings us to Xanthi.
Xanthi is going to firebolt 8,
Okay.
or at least try to.
Yep. I like it.
Natural 1.
Oh no.
But that's, so that's 8.
Yep.
And then she is going to move back towards Des, and she can't you said that it was too tight to squeeze around him, or
So you can move through your ally's space now that that spot is vacated by Spugnar. You could jump.
okay,
Yeah.
she'll jump across and then move.
Give me an
in.
acrobatics check as you jump across.
Where is that? Okay. Oh, there it is at the very top. All right. Eight.
Oh no! Give me a dex saving throw, please.
16.
You jump over and you don't quite make it all the way, and you kind of like fall onto like the front, and you kind of like are scraping at the ground as you're starting to slide, but you catch like a lip in the broken tile, and you start to pull yourself up, but you'll be prone in that spot when you start your next turn. But you did not fall in the spiked pit, so that's good.
All right, so I'm here then. Like
Yeah,
right next to
yep,
Spike Pit.
exactly. Yep,
Okay.
and you're prone at the moment.
I'm good. I made it.
All right, so these guys are gonna move into the hallway here. The one in front is going to use Spore Breath.
Ew.
I need both, it looks like Xanthi and Desmond to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
I would like to use advantage.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine. That's 25.
Yeah, you're fine. How about you, Des?
Con save,
Yes, sir.
13.
Okay, yeah, this cloud of spores, it just gets coughed out in the corridor, and you're able to like hold your breath or like pull you had like a bandana or like a piece of cloth over your mouth. You kind of like cover your mouth as you feel sort of the burn of that poisonous cloud. Nori, these two creatures the other two are going to try to attack you. And if you guys remember from our previous encounter with these guys, they're like pugilistic fungi. Nori, you weren't there for this, but they like to punch. They're a little punchy. So the first one, let's see, I do not have any advantages. So these are going to be straight rolls. First one's on you, Nori, is an 18 to hit. 1 bludgeoning damage and 3 poison damage. And the other one, that's only a 12. I believe that misses you pretty badly. So the other one misses. Yep. That is their turn. That's the end of the round. We're gonna get back up to the top with Des, but Des, why don't you roll me a D4, please? Actually, let's have the chat roll a D4. All you have to do is type !D4. If anybody in the chat wants to do that and see how many more of these creatures emerge from the fungal mass in this room. Anyone can do it.
That was the last
Hey,
that we
very
heard.
nice.
Hey,
of the
one.
stream.
Whew.
Yep. All right, so one more of these creatures emerges. I'm going to get rid of some of these guys out of the way. All right.
Yeah.
Getting sweaty.
Hell yeah. All right, so Desmond, it's your turn with Lachlan on deck.
Des will pull his sword and swipe at this one in front of him.
Smart.
And don't think that's gonna. Well, maybe it'll hit.
What do you got?
13 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, phew. All right. I don't could sneak on this, but that's a total of 8 piercing.
8 piercing. Very nice. Yeah, that kills this one in front of you. You skewer it.
Get out of there.
Well, Nori's stuck over there now.
Yeah, get out of there. I got a plan.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Des will bonus
That's
action disengage. Well, bonus action jump over the pit and Xanthi.
Yeah, because
Use
you have
the
those
ring of
boots.
jumping to
Or the
Yeah.
ring.
jump.
Yeah.
Bonus action ring of jumping.
Yeah.
And just like boing, kind of
How far can
Sail.
you jump with that?
A
Like-
lot.
insane.
Yeah.
It's
Okay, well-
insane.
Enough
yeah.
to make
Very
it over
far.
that for sure.
Enough to
Yeah.
clear Xanthi and the pit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he'll just use a little bit of his
Hey,
movement to
thanks for
kinda
the raid, you guys. Appreciate you. Phoenix, you wacky. Much
just move right
appreciated.
here.
Thank
Hope you're
you.
doing
Space.
well, Phoenix. Give a shout out
Norris.
to Phoenix. If you're not following Phoenix,
Hey.
please do.
Nori's still in there.
Nori took a big gulp when she saw Desmond leave.
Oh no. I believe it. You guys who just joined in, we do have a giveaway going. We're giving away some CZRPG loot. I know you're familiar with the quality of that loot. We're giving away Sit Nulta. So check it out. Thanks for the follow, you guys. We really do appreciate it. Welcome in, everybody. We're doing some good old-fashioned dungeon crawling in the wonderful world of Greyhawk right now, and we're up against some fungal pugilists with bad breath.
Some punchy mushrooms.
Yeah. All right, so Desmond, you're out of the way. Lachlan, I believe it's your turn.
I would like to run through Xanthi, then jump here.
Okay.
And I will cast Gust of Wind. 10 feet wide, 60 feet long, a line of strong wind, 60 feet long, blast from you in a direction you choose. For spell's duration, each creature that starts its turn in the line must succeed on strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away from you in a direction following the line. Any creature in the line must spend 2 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves and moving closer to you. The gust disperses gas or vapor and it extinguishes candles, torches, similar protected flames. It causes protected flames, blah, blah. And then as a bonus action on each of my turn, I can change the direction of the wind in which it blasts from, because it's going to keep blasting from me, basically.
This is Gust of Wind.
Yeah.
Okay. 60 feet
So
long.
I can step on this guy, actually. So I'm going to stand there and I'm going to
Cast it.
puff
All right.
and puff and...
So they will make some strength saves. I don't expect them to do well. They're not the strongest fungal pugilists around, that's for sure. But I did just roll a natural 20 for the first one, so that's okay.
I was going to say, you said that, and I'm like, he's going to roll a 20.
I just did.
literally.
Yeah, I got this,
He's
That's
just flapping in the breeze. Yeah.
this sweet Spider-Man die.
Yeah,
What?
whatever.
All right.
Spiders.
The second
Bleak
one,
Season's Bane.
that is going to be a fail and a fail. So the first one succeeds, the other two fail.
So they go 15 feet back.
Okay. 15 feet. So they basically get pushed up against this wall.
And it disperses whatever the fungal shit was there.
Oh yeah, so all of that stuff
cloud.
just howls down the hallway and just pushes all of that, some of the smoke from Xanthi's fire attack, all the fungal spores that are floating about in this room just get pushed out. And you kind of hear this howl of wind echoing through the corridors of this elven ruin. Now you can keep using that, correct? It's a concentration for 1 minute.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Now creatures can move through it, but it's basically difficult
Double
terrain.
movement.
Yeah, it's difficult terrain basically. Okay,
If
cool.
They start and then they have to make a strength whenever they start their turn in the line.
So that even though the one in front of you saved, it's still going to have to save again.
Yeah.
Yep. Gotcha. That's pretty sweet. Maybe it's just on the start of their turn actually when they make the initial save. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not
it's
on your
possible.
turn. So that's right. We already figured out what's going to happen with them. Very cool use of that spell, by the way. Very awesome. Anything else from Lachlan?
No, I'm just gonna tell. Actually, no, I can't do anything else with the bonus action. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell Nori to stab this thing and get out of here.
All right, Nori,
Stabbing.
stabbing.
That's a 2. So missing
Yeah, that's a miss.
easily.
The wind sort of like maybe affects your ability to get a good solid strike. I'm sorry.
Stab with the wind.
What's up, Lee? Welcome in. Great to see you. Yeah, stab with the wind. I love it. You got to play the wind. Nori, do you want to do anything else aside from miss with an attack?
Can you pass through an enemy square since you're so small?
Mm-mm.
Well, you would step into that effect, wouldn't you?
Yes. You
I mean, she
definitely
can
would.
kitty-
Maybe I can still.
She should be able to kitty corner step,
You can move that way.
but use it as difficult terrain because she's walking into the wind.
Yeah,
I would say you're cut off from going through that space, Nori. You can't move
yeah,
through.
until I step forward. So it's fine. We'll do that in a minute.
Then I'm done.
Okay. What's Spug Noir gonna do? Can he do anything up there?
Can you firebolt this thing or something?
Yeah, would he be able to?
Oof,
Sniper?
it's a narrow
Sniper shot.
It's a narrow path to get there. I don't think he would even try. He'd be
I'm
too
sure-
worried that he'd hit somebody.
I'm sure.
He'll go over and help Xanthi up and pull her back to this spot right here. How about that for his
I'm just
yeah.
imagining him like reaching down and like grabbing my boot and then just pulling me
Just-
backwards.
Yeah. Yeah,
Get out of there.
He can help you. He won't be able to pull you out of that space, but he can help you stand up. We'll say he uses his action to help you stand up, which is great because it's your turn, Xanthi.
Oh, do you think I can get a shot over Lachlan at the spore thing?
Maybe
Well,
you don't
Spud's
want
got
to.
magic missile though. He could have magic missile. That
You
wouldn't
don't
hit
want to
him.
miss.
under his legs. Between
Magic
his
missile's
legs.
not going to hit anyone on the way there.
Yeah, but that's
Well,
a
it's a yeah.
spell slot.
That's a spell slot.
Well, if Nori's not worth a spell slot, then
Well, do you want to get healed later or not? That's what I'm saying. All right. What else can I do? What can I do? Yeah, she's not gonna risk hurting anybody. So she'll just move back into the room.
Okay. That brings us to them. Let's see. So they're in difficult terrain. Their speed sucks. They already made their save, so we already know what happened. They got blown back, except for the one here. This one is going to... Let's see. It is going to unleash its breath, this spore breath at Nori this time. Nori, I need you to make a Constitution save as it kind of turns, as you swing and miss it, it turns and exhales the spore cloud in your direction down that hallway.
4.
Oh, you
I was going to say,
are...
did you get an advantage on that since it's still blowing in my wind?
Let's see. We'll let the dice decide. High you fly, low you cry. 50-50 chance. High you fly, and I rolled a 98, so you get to roll again.
Okay.
Fly like an eagle. Or a hawk.
Come on, you could do it.
Oh,
7.
shit.
Damn it!
All right. So,
You
Nori,
had your mouth open when it spored you.
you are poisoned. You have the poisoned condition. Are you familiar?
You're not
Dis-
supposed to
no.
French kiss the fun
Yeah.
guy.
Disadvantage. Yeah, he's a fun guy. What can I say? You have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Perfect. So a
Um,
1
and
or a
that-
2. Which one do I pick?
Right, and that
Sorry, I'm
lasts
mad now.
until the end of their next turn.
Okay.
Yep. All right, that is their turn. Well, these guys, they got blown back. They can try to move forward, but these things move very slowly, so they're going to move forward 5 feet. These things do not move fast. That brings us to the top of the order. I need someone in the chat to roll a D4 for me. Just exclamation mark D4 to make it roll. Anyone can do it. There's something you can tell by looking down this corridor, Lachlan, and probably Nori as well, that these things are like detaching from whatever this fungal mass is in this basin. A 4? Oh my God. That's not good.
Can we just quit now?
Run away!
All right, so they're basically like filling up this room. That's their turn though. So just all you have to do is find a wizard who has fireball and you're ready to go.
Right.
All right, so that's the end of their turn. Desmond, top of the order. What are you gonna do with these
Well,
pugilists?
Des can't hit anything, right? I can't shoot through all these people.
It's gonna be very difficult.
Well, he does have a steady aim feature. But let me just see if I would want to do that or try to help. Yeah, he's going to use steady aim feature to give himself advantage to try to shoot the one in front of Lachlan
Okay.
around the corner there.
All right. I'm gonna say that it has some level of cover.
Okay.
There it is.
$17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Nice shot. Nice shot.
So he'll get sneak attack on that. One.
That's a lot of pugilists.
14
hey, Vamp, thanks
piercing.
for the resub, buddy. Great to see you. It's
I
been a
think that'll
while.
take out that guy.
What was the total
14
damage?
piercing. 14.
Oh, yeah. He's gone. He just drops to the ground.
And he'll just yell, "All right, get out of there."
That's solid advice. Lachlan, thing drops in front of you, but you can see that they are more like sort of like budding off of whatever this mass is and coming down onto the floor and getting ready to make their way towards you.
So here's the question. Can I hold my action with the trigger being that if Nori goes to run through me, I will drop the spell and then run back?
Well,
You
could-
can hold an action, but you can't hold movement. So you could do all of it except for the run back part.
Couldn't you move? Oh, I don't want to tell you what to do. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I could move back and keep the spell up and then drop it once Nori comes running out, which I think is probably... Because I do get 60 feet out of it, right?
Yep. And that's
So-
more than enough.
Yeah. So
That's
if I
45. From
They all
Spugnor
have
to
to
the
make
wall, it's
saves for
45.
those ones. Yeah.
the problem is where Spugnor is.
Well, you can move through him, but then he might get caught in the thing.
Well, if I move through him, I gotta kill the spell.
Or blow him into the spiked pit.
Be on the other side of the spike pit and catch me when I jump over.
I don't know. It's up to Dave.
You can always try it.
I'm game.
Okay. So we'll do so.
Hey, where'd that guy come from?
She's always looking for an opportunity to embrace a dwarf.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And so I'll go there and I'll move, and then my action will be I will hold my action, and if Nori just sort of waves at me or looks like she's coming, I will drop the spell and be ready to catch her.
Okay. I think this guy is dead. All right. All right. That sounds great. Hey, Vamp, thank you so much. Everyone gets an advantage. Much
Woohoo,
appreciated.
thanks, Vamp.
Yay, thank
Hey.
you, Vamp.
Vamp coming in hot.
Nice.
Speaking of coming in hot.
Here we go. Nori, it's your turn to do it.
Right. I'm gonna try to avoid that mess as best I can.
So Lachlan,
I peek around first.
Yep. He drops his gust of wind.
Right. I'm gonna run for it, and I'm just gonna jump at him and grab him around the neck.
And as soon as she's over the pit, I start my gust of wind spell again.
Just like give her the hand.
Blow her down the hallway.
All right, let's do this.
Form the egg shape.
I'm assuming that Lachlan wants to catch his gnomish friend.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, Nori, give me an acrobatics check with advantage. This is epic.
Now
Nori
my
just
brain is playing
running,
wind beneath my wings as she leaps.
just leaps up into the air.
Ooh, 13. That's the best I got.
That is enough. The DC was 12 on that one. You run up and you leap through the air. Lachlan reaches out and grabs you. The two of you are embracing each other, and for just a split second of a moment, you kind of stare into each other's eyes. And it's a little awkward.
No,
And then
it's not.
he just turns, maybe it's not. He turns and sets you down.
For one of you.
Yep. So that was your turn, Nori.
That was great.
Yep. So
Thank
you're kind of like right there. Yeah, there you go. On top of.
All right, now spin her
Lachlan.
around.
Make my cape fly out from behind me.
And I just kind of like when she comes flying, grab her and then just kind of slide her back through my legs so that she slides behind, like in a
Yes,
swing dancing.
I'll allow it. That sounds amazing. Spugnoir,
So good.
his reaction is to get the hell out of the way as Nori is slid through your legs like a sweet ballroom dancing move or some crazy dance. Now, what do you guys want to do with these things? They're going to follow you.
Run!
Can we
We'll
block them in somehow?
We'll do like a cinematic pause in initiative to sort of adjudicate what you guys want to do here.
I'm thinking they're going to have difficulty getting over the pit, which,
Here's what will
rescue
happen.
a couple, but eventually
Yeah.
they'll be able to just walk on.
They're gonna pile into it and die and then keep coming.
Oh my god.
So is there something else that you want to try to do to prevent that from happening?
Des will look around. Is there anything he can see, like wood or something to shove up against the opening to that tunnel that they could possibly like?
Well, it's
block
not a
the
tunnel.
entrance?
It's like a hallway. So it's
Yeah.
probably like a 10 to 12 foot tall hallway. This ancient elven ruins. You could start trying to pile rocks and stuff like that, but that'll take a little while.
Can we
Yeah.
move one of those statues to block the hallway?
Well, actually,
Unlikely,
There's a lot
unless
of
you
mud.
have some magical means of doing that. There's
So,
mud
do
back
we-
in the
we
corridor
can-
that you entered through. There's a hole in the floor you could escape through. There's 2 corridors you could run. You could.
my question is, do we remember if those spore things where it's coming out will just keep popping them out, or does it stop at some point?
You're not sure. I mean, this seems similar to what you encountered underneath. I think it was Warber Kalich. That seems to ring a bell. Underneath his farm field.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also, these things are stronger.
Let's just run this way.
They're just going to keep coming.
Like back or
Yeah, let's
they're all
go to the
bottled
boat.
up right here.
I think
We have a head.
this is all we can do for today. Like, let's go back to town and have a long rest, and then if we want to try to come back again, we can, but man, I am all beat up.
We'll see
Yeah,
what you guys
all
are
right.
talking
Because I was
there.
going to say, we can take some of the goo and drop it here, and then they'll be even more slowed, and we can kill them. But if they're just going to keep coming, let's beat feet.
Do you have Shatter as a spell?
Do I have shatter? I don't. Yes, I do actually.
So I wasn't going to tell you what to do, but you could use Shatter to try to seal this corridor by shattering this ancient elven ruin that's already falling apart in many spots. I mean, there's broken tile, there's broken stones everywhere. Hello, Vancouver by night. Welcome in. We're getting chased by pugilistic fungi.
Here's my conundrum with the situation is if this place is infested with fungi and it's affecting everything out of here, like, shouldn't at some point it be cleaned out?
Yeah, but we
Yeah.
can't do it the way we just tried to do it.
Okay. I mean, but if we entomb it, then does that make it worse?
That's a great idea too, Baptized.
If we leave and come back tomorrow, it does seem like these might have dissipated, and then we could go back in and smash that. Maybe we don't throw the fire when we go back. Maybe they'll
Well-
be gone tomorrow, and we can come back and just smash the generator.
Yeah, I mean, I have oil, so
I have oil too.
I have fire.
we could lob some oil, like, fucking in that pit there and just let them come and set that on fire and then fuck off.
Okay.
We're running now, right?
I have
Yeah.
ball bearings.
So look, let's drop our oil, let's shatter our oil things in that pit, and then just when whatever the first one comes in, light it up, and then we'll get out of here. And then they'll, I'm guessing a chunk of them are gonna throw themselves in there, and meanwhile we can get out of here, and it'll kill what it'll kill, and we'll get back later, and at least it won't be blocked out, although there's probably another way to get back here, but let's do that. So if you don't have
Okay.
oil or fires to get out of the way, I'll shatter my vial of oil in the pit.
Okay.
Xanthia will lean over his shoulder and set the pit on fire. And then book it.
Yeah.
Are we going back towards the entrance or further down?
No,
the
let's go
boat.
back towards the entrance.
Okay.
Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
Get out of here.
It seems like every bad situation we get into, we end up just lighting it on fire
And
and
leaving.
then running away.
Fire solves a lot of problems. That's
if
for
it's
sure.
not broke.
All right, so you guys are you drop the oil, you light the flames, and you start to run out of this area. And I think, well, tell me this: is your intention to completely leave this place, or what's your intention? That whole area is now like blocked by fire.
I'm just gonna go outside, right? We're not gonna leave the island
Yeah.
yet.
Well, I certainly want to at least get outside, but my vote is for, like, let's go back to town, and if we need to try to come back tomorrow, like, we can do that, but after we've had a long rest.
But my vote is this: let's go back to town, and we'll bring whatever lizard heads we found to them. And hey, if they're willing to take that as a sign that we've done our job, so much better. But if not, we'll come back.
Are we
Come back later, get a
Spugnoir
few-
pipes up and just says, "Does that mean we're just gonna assume that the lumbermen
what about those-
are dead?"
Those
mean,
two might be down here somewhere.
Oh God, they're dead, right?
When have we ever found a live person we've been looking for?
That could just be
Well-
bad luck. I mean, they're
Eventually, we'll
I
find
mean,
someone. if we keep
Toblob,
looking.
we weren't looking for, but we did rescue him. But every time we've been looking for
Toblob?
someone, they've
Yeah.
said, wait, what was that?
maybe.
And
maybe
those
they've
guys
only
work for the
managed
Black
to eat
Hand,
one of
right?
them so far.
Let's get out of here. We can talk about it in town.
I
Let's
don't
just
think we should leave.
stay if you want to camp out here. I'm getting out of here.
Remember, there's all those scary ghost orbs up at the top.
It's my other thing. If we go upstairs, could be lizard folk coming out. Could be more of those will-o'-the-wisps.
I don't want to leave either, but I've only really needed to be rescued down here. I haven't really been that helpful, so I'll go with whatever right now. I'll go back if you want.
Okay, so it sounds like the five of you, some of you reluctantly, but sticking together as a team, are going to exit the ruins and head back to town. That's at least the goal. As we wrap up tonight's session, and we'll be back next week to figure out what all happens, you begin to retrace your steps through this place. It's not really that difficult. You also have Lachlan's chalk markings to follow should you get disoriented from the battle and the wounds. And as you climb the stairs to the muddy burrow that leads back to the surface, you hear something slithering in the darkness. Something large. It grunts and hisses. And Desmond, as you lift your lantern, your hand maybe shaking a little bit, and it shows the light, you see one of those massive lizard folk creatures that you'd fought in the river squeezing its way through the burrow towards you. And that, my friends, is where we will end tonight's session. And we'll find out next week how you get the hell out of this place alive.
Throw Nori at it.
It's a big head. I mean,
Not
if you're looking for a head, you need a toe. I can get you a toe.
Oh, man.
Go blob.
Hey, everybody. Toe blob. Hey, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. Really appreciate you all being here. We do still have some time for you to enter into the giveaway. We're giving away a copy of Sit in Alta from our friends at CZRPG. This thing is sweet. I can't wait to work with the City Beneath the Waves someday in one of my games. This is really cool. It's a great thing that they give us the opportunity to give things away to you. So get in on the action. We appreciate you all for being here. Let's go around the table and tell folks who we are, where we can be found on all the various crazy different new social networks. And also, if you got anything that you want to promote that's coming up, please do that as well. And after we're done with the giveaway and everything, we're going to raid into one of our friends. So stay with us for just a couple more minutes. Let's start with Ashley. Hi, Ash.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. I'm Ashley, Minnesota Muse on the Discord, Minnesota Muse on Blue Sky, Minnesota Muse 99 on the new Threads. Come and check me out. And then you can always find me here for Heroes of Greyhawk on Tuesdays.
Awesome. So glad that you're here to throw fire and aggravate fungal pugilists. Let's jump over to Bleak. Hey, buddy.
Yeah, the Bleak season on all the socials. I'll be here on Thursday running Shadowrun with my pal Andy on production, second of third part. And on Fridays, you can find me on La Notte Eterna playing in Cavern Games. Current arc over there, playing with a Darling Creepshow and a bunch of other great people. And then next Monday on my own channel, doing a second part of a two-part Mouse Guard game. That's on the Bleak season Twitch channel, and then back here Tuesday. That's what I'm up to.
Damn, lots going on,
Yeah, man.
Bleak. Very cool.
Tons of stuff.
Yeah, let's jump over to Andy.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Andy, also known as Andy G3D here on Twitch and on Twitter, I guess, for a little while longer. Maybe some of the newer ones going forward. Let's find out, I guess. You can find me here every Tuesday night playing Desmond, Adelar, catching curses, trying to get rid of said curses, dodging arrows, and now dodging pugilistic fungi and giant lizard creatures. Also helping out with production on Thursdays. It's a good time. Come check us out. Come say hi in Discord.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Discord. Thanks, Andy. Appreciate you, buddy. It was awesome to hang out with you in Duluth last week. It was really cool. Shelly, you're coming up to Duluth, aren't you?
Sure am.
The T-shirt
It's
reveal?
happening. Yep.
Ooh,
Yes, let's
that
not
sounded
speak
weird.
of that again. Hey, I'm Shelly. You can find me on Twitter at Real Flea Monkey and Flea Monkey in the chats. I don't have anything else going on this week, so whoop whoop. I'll be back here next Tuesday. That's it.
That's it. That's
That's all I got.
That's it, and that's perfect. That's
Yeah,
perfect.
that's
Thank you
great.
so much. You guys know me. I'm Dave. Play games, produce games, run games here on Guild Superior. I'm just happy to be having the opportunity to play some awesome games with some awesome people. Come on over and check out our Discord if you want to get involved in some of those games. We've got a really fun group of folks over there that get goofy and post a lot of GIFs and GIFs and other things, memes, whatever.
Clips.
Clips. Oh yeah, we do clips. Ashley is the queen of clips. Hey, let's give this stuff away, and we're gonna raid into our friends over at the Hero Club. So, Ashley, if you wouldn't mind, please giving us the 5-second countdown.
All right, everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Here we go. Baptized in pus. Hey, congratulations,
Yeah.
pus. Hell yeah. This was the perfect adventure for you because there was quite a bit of gelatinous pus being thrown around. This is perfect. So
sure.
congratulations
So
to you.
much mucus.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're still here. I saw you
Oozes.
getting
Plenty
goofy
of
just a
oozes.
couple minutes ago.
Early.
Let us know if you're here. We are going to Baptized in Pus is still here, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're-
didn't they
yeah,
just
sweet.
they're
respond?
here.
So weed.
Oh, I missed it. Awesome. Great to see you. Thank you so much. Hey, old school. Great to have you back as well. Thanks for the resubs, everybody, and the support that you provide to us. It allows us to do cool things like hire Jose Ortiz to make us sweet art for our characters that you've seen on the screen and other great stuff. So thank you so much. I will be in touch with you, Baptized, in just a couple of minutes. We're going to go ahead and raid into our friends over at, let's see. I was going to go into, bear with me, Hero Club. Raid. Hero. What's their, this is not going as smooth as I usually go, but that's all right. Hero Club. There it is. Raid into our friends, give them some love. I'm going to stop talking this time for real before
Raid
we
dance.
get cut off. Is that your raid dance?
Yeah.
Get ready
Yeah.
to raid. Let's give them some
Thumbs.
love. These people are the best, and we actually had them playing with us on one of the earlier games here at Guild Superior. I think I just got cut off again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.